Nuclear missile ready. Nuclear missile ready. Nuclear missile ready.
Well, hello there. What's up, everybody? Welcome to another stream of StarCraft 2, where today we will have some lovely StarCrafts as per usual. We are gonna have ourselves, well, I think you guys already kind of know, right? You should be a little bit informed about this. If not, well, I mean, I don't blame you. But you know what? I am disappointed overall. We're gonna have Solar, Cure, Hurricane and Estrella, all of them duking it out here. Well, of course, we are secretly kind of hoping that there will be another Protoss moving on through, since we only have a single one right now, Zest being the lone Protoss. But then again, we do have Cure here as well, so yeah, it's gonna be rough. It's gonna be rough for anyone here to move on through. Solar also on the horizon there is gonna be able to start this first match here versus Cure, so that's going to be the first best of 3. A little bit fortunate, perhaps, for the Protoss that, you know, at least one of them will get themselves in the winner match here, but, well, that also means that they're going to have to go up, it's still rough. It's still rough, they're still going to have to go up against either Solar or Cure, and it's gonna be a challenge. Wait, did Cure beat Special today? I wouldn't be surprised by it, honestly. If he did. Cure is an absolute beast. I don't know where you saw this. On what stream? I don't know. Is Solar going to military soon? Seems like him, Stats, and Sue have poor showings this year. I don't know, actually. I don't know about Solar. I don't think so. I don't think Solar's too old, right? He's not that. How old is he? He's 24. Okay, he's a bit older than I thought he is. I don't know. I'm not completely sure, actually. Maybe. Well, Cure is 25. He's not, well. And then we have Hurricane. He's 24 as well. I don't know. I don't know, mate. I don't know. I'm not completely into the overall scene for when people have to go to the military, unfortunately. You were watching Special in Twitch earlier today, and he mentioned a game later with Cure. All right. Interesting. Well, I mean, to be fair, Cure is a beast. He's an absolute monstrosity of StarCraft, and he's always capable of bringing down anyone, even on the highest skill, right? And hey, that is Mage. All right, sorry. The Chinese caster. He got a little bit. He was a little bit late. He showed up. But he's here now. He's here now. Cure versus Special in TSL. All right, yeah. I didn't really follow the TSL that much. I did the casting for the open qualifiers for a little bit on my own channel, but other than that, I didn't follow it that well. I have to admit. There's a lot of StarCraft going on, and then also with my own StarCraft, you know what, hosting it, well, casting it as well. Takes a lot out of you. So. But any games that I really specifically had to watch out? Did anyone watch the TSL from, it was yesterday, right? or earlier today, depending on where you were or where you are in the world situated. Let me know. Let me know. Were there any cool games specifically to watch out for? Waiting for one glorious day when Koreans won't have to go to military anymore, and we will have players grow to their full potential uninhibited. What do you guys think? Would that be good for the scene? You know what? Actually, in a way, military might be a good thing. Now, hear me out. Hear me out. All right. If you set yourself a timeline for something, right, up until a certain point, like a deadline, right? Before I reach this point, I need to have achieved these things. I think that's a really powerful thing to do, and I think military, in a way, might provide that timeline, or at least the deadline up until a certain point, right? So if you do have that deadline, you might be more committed to practicing as hard as you can on a daily basis, because you know the end is coming at a certain point, right? Already pretty soon. For Westerners, they don't have that pressure, so they could always be like, you know, maybe next year, or maybe, you know, I'm practicing hard, but I mean, they don't have an as strong point of time where it's going to be like, okay, before this moment, I need to have this done. Yeah. Who knows? The military freshens the player forcefully too. Yeah, in a way. A lot of them do keep playing during military service. They don't play competitively. They're not allowed to do that, but they are allowed to play StarCraft 2 overall, right? So a lot of them do still play a whole lot of ladder, which is I think the main way that Koreans practice anyway. So, but yeah, I think that might be a good thing because of it. Also, well, you have this weird player rotation, right? So, if the old guard kind of leaves for military, you open the scene up for like new up and coming players, right? Because as well, you might think to yourself, if you're a young Korean, right, and you're wanting to be a pro gamer, and you're picking which game you want to be good at. Well, I mean, a game where just most of the best players had to leave, you might have more potential to actually make your foothold in that scene. DOG beat Solo yesterday. Military is in the death sentence. Yeah, I agree. Military is in the death sentence. But still, a lot of people still see it that way, I think. And DRG, like, he's a bit of an exception to the rule, I feel like, as well. Biker, what's up, my dude? What's up? How you doing today? I would be curious to see the world without Korean military. Maybe one day we will look longingly for the army days. Maybe. I don't know. I think, you know, I don't think it would hurt, honestly, if it wasn't there. But I don't know. I'm just trying to see the positive. It's 4 a.m. and I don't know what I'm doing. All right. Well, you're watching StarCraft 2, Piker. It's okay. You're safe here. It's all right. Just relax. Calm down. Don't fall asleep, though, unless if the stream is still running. Nice. Yeah, it's fine. We're going to have some awesome games here. Thanks for being my protector. You're welcome, dude. I got you. If anyone can solve world peace, it's you, brother. Well, wait, who? It's probably Bjorn, right? Bjorn should be able to do that somehow, some way. Whole day for you. 4 a.m. is a great time. Exactly. All right. It looks like we have got ourselves a little bit of a vetoing process that has been accomplished here between Solar and Cure. We're starting off on Eternal Empire, going into Simulacrum, and then Zen, if we do have the chance to see that one. The previous time, Friday, I mean, we had TY versus Rogue. A little bit, how would you call this? Just not as great as we were hoping for, was it? The overall series, a little bit of a letdown. Cure versus Solar, I think we can get a great one here as well. I mean, Solar, yeah, he has been dropping down a little bit, but I still believe that he can bring his A game at some point again, and maybe that's going to be today. And maybe it's going to bring it to Cure. And even then, I mean, Solar's slump is still pretty high up there on the scale of overall greatness for StarCraft 2 players. Alright, looks like everyone's ready. We're going to start the countdown pretty darn soon. And you'll hear it in the background if everything goes according to plan. There it is. Oh, it was another one. Alright, lovely guys, lovely. There it is, there it is indeed. Okay. Well, there's now a loading screen, so we got some time, What's up, boys? How you doing? How are you doing? Yeah. Still some Mr. Sandman in my eye. That sounds weird when you say it like that, doesn't it? The sand from the Sandman. I shouldn't say just Mr. Sandman in my eye. That makes it sound like there was some sort of mature relationship happening between me and Mr. Sandman yesterday. It's not the case. It's not the case at all. Queen Range Nerf, sign me up. Yeah, it's gonna be a thing. This is gonna be a thing. I hope that the Zergs are gonna be okay with it. I think it's okay overall, right? But it's mostly a nerf for ZVT, in a way. Just a bit of an oof. Oh, well, anyway. Because Terran and TVZ already do pretty darn solid, right? Already pretty nicely established matchup. Don't think too much should really change in that. Holy shit, did acid to... Wow, okay. Great, great, man. Confus, thank you for being here then, dude. I appreciate it. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the games. This is taking a long time to load. Hope it's probably not me, but probably is right now, as I'm seeing this load up really slowly. Oh well. Oh well. Get it? Done? Okay. I think it's just the first game, guys, usually. It starts speeding up. Alright, there we go. There we go. There we go. Woohoo! In the bottom left side, that's a red Zerg player. Playing for Triumphant Sun Gaming. He is Solar. It's a bit unfortunate, right, that Triumphant Sun Gaming don't have the in-game clan tag, because the clan tag, oh my god, it looks amazing. But anyway, in the top right side, there is that blue Terran player. He is none other than Dragon Phoenix Gaming Cure. Bibs, thank you, buddy. Thank you. I needed that one. Lovely, lovely. All right, well then. And the first best of 3 of today, and the first match of today. And both of these players actually part of the into the clan community. A lot of people actually in this community right now. It's like, I don't know, it's a lot of people getting their things from this one. And overall, actually, the tournament, as you can see, it's a mixture between the into the clan community thing and actually the Alpha X Dragon as well. So just a little heads. It's right here, right? So this one, you can see it's the same as this one. I'm gonna put them next to each. I can't put them here next. Wait, maybe over here. Let me try to get that sort of look at that. All right. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Okay, well then we are looking at regular stuff happening. Regular stuff, nothing crazy, nothing abnormal, and well. I mean, we're just gonna have to wait a little bit here until my real brain starts ramping up the speed of overall rambling. How much maps? 3 maps in total for these 2 players, and then we'll have 3 maps for the other 2 players. Then we'll have 3 maps for the 2 winners of these 2 matches that I just mentioned. Then we're gonna have 3 maps for the, well, the losers of the matches, of these first 2 matches. And then we're gonna have 3 maps for a final series where the winner of the loser match and the loser of the winners match are both gonna try to bop each other's heads in. If that makes sense. So it's like, I don't know, 5 times 3, 15 matches potentially. And that means it's minus 5, right? So it's like a minimum of 10 matches, a maximum of 15. Alright? So much less fun to say it like that, Sushi. So much less fun to say GSL style. To just explain the entire thing. Be like, oh yeah, so this amount of games times this amount of games. But then if this happens, it's this amount of games. It could be anything in between as well, guys. Could be anything in between 10 and 15 games as well. We just don't know. We just don't know right now. And it's a little bit of a mystery. Oh dear lord. He gets the creep tumor. And the Reaper gets out. That is a big deal actually. That first bit of energy on that queen. Now he might have to, like, skip an inject or something here, right? He needs to get that back. He needs to get it going again. And did I mention that's a quick third CC as well, by the way? I mean, it's not as quick as the third hatchery from Solar, of course, but still, it's pretty darn quick. It's also, welcome Koreans to the stream. Hope you are having a good time. There is a Korean stream as well, if you would prefer to listen to, well, Korean talk, you know. I could try to speak Korean for you, but I don't think we'll get very far. Some Hellions here as well, joining in with the Reaper. We'll want to try to get a second scout off. Curious your 7th favorite, Darren. Wow, Bibs. I want to hear the list now. What's the list of all your favorite Terrans? Oh, Kwansu, thank you for that follow. That link did not get far, did he? It's like, I know that there's 6 units that completely counter me, but I'm gonna try this anyway. Swipes as well, thank you for that follow, my dude. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm missing something important here. There's roaches moving across the map. And there's links being stacked up behind this as well. So it looks like this could be a little bit of an all-in-ish moment. The Liberator comes back around. Wants to stay with the main forces. Get everything sorted. Thaxor, I think. Lead. Oh, lead Hexor. I see. Yeah, I'm not lead enough to really realize this. Oh, needs to bile down. The Liberator didn't really manage to do so. This could be trouble for that quick third command center. I'm not quite sure if this is going to be enough to hold here for our, well, blue Terran. That's a lot of damage now being dealt. A lot of SCV is going to go down, especially with our third base here. Not that many units around. You know what, we have to remember that Liberator not really helping out with defenses like this either. And Cure has to tap out. And you can clearly see why, of course. Cure is only the 7th favorite Terran. As the other 6 obviously would have held that without any problem. I don't think Bibs knows a lot of retired Terrans, to be fair. Bibs hasn't been in the StarCraft 2 scene for all that long. Oh, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. Come on, Bibs. We need to have your 1 through 6 list of favorite Terrans right now. We need you to pick favorites, all right? And oh man, if I'm not on the top of that list, I swear. I'm not on top of that list. Alright, well, yes, I mean... Wait, it's Vindicta's twice in there? And who is Mass? Mary? Mary Mass? Maru, okay. And Massa, I'm sure it's Massa, right? TY isn't on that list? Mary, it's like his, you know, just some girl he fancies that he sees streaming sometimes. Massa, not Mass. All right, all right. Why is Vindicta twice on that list though? 1, 2, 3. Interesting. Very interesting. iPad spell check. List of mistakes. All right, all right. Still think TY should be somewhere in there. In innovation as well, honestly. Cause, okay. Alright, fair enough, fair enough. Anyway, game number 2, guys. Game number 2 is setting up. You should have added yourself there, but then, like, under his, you know, because Bibs, he has this account called Bibs, and then you would have had him on there twice, but it wouldn't look like you had him on there twice. Anyway, guys, hopping into game number 2. In the top left side, we have a red Zerg player from Triumphant Sun Gaming. Sorry. He is Solar. In the bottom right side, we have ourselves a blue Terran no longer playing nice. He's playing for keeps. He is the one and only Dragon Phoenix Gaming Cure. That's right, it is 1-0 for Solar right now. Solar did a 3-base Roach aggression with a lot of Zerglings as well. Cure, on the other hand, went for a very quick 3 command center builds and also, well, oh boy, let's get scouted. It's alright, Cure in a little bit of trouble. But anyway, yeah, Cure also went for a Liberator. Liberator not really that great against Ravagers. I don't know if I'm supposed to tell you guys that, or you guys already knew, but that is one of those things that just doesn't really work out that well. Ooh, the SCV gets the kill on the drone here. Gonna go back to mining, but of course another one of those drones is coming up here. 3 of them, in fact, should be able to deny this second barracks from going up. And the nice thing here for Cure, he's gonna leave this one up and rolling because it still forces these 3 drones, of course, on this side of the map, right? So that's always a good thing. I like this from Solar as well, checking if there is in fact a 3rd one. He's coming to kill the Marine. I don't think that's enough stuff that he has right now. Or, well, maybe he does. Alright, never mind. Power of the drones, I never knew. 1 for 1. That's a good trade. It's a pretty solid trade. Stopping that momentum a little bit, although, you know what, he already stopped the momentum pretty much since there's a command center now on that other side. Cure just gonna go for a Reaper instead. Look at them drones. Exactly. Exactly. Catzire. Is that how you say it? I think it might be. Anyway. Yeah, those drones really knew how to roll up their sleeves and just start punching someone. Huh. Do they punch or do they just bite? Nibble. They have claws, right? So, I'm not sure actually. Maybe they pinch. They're pinchers. Anyway, Reaper shouldn't be able to get too much done anymore. Solo does keep all those links alive, which is nice. Might not be getting his creep tomb all that sniped right now. Should be okay. Should be okay. Cat's wire. It's wire? Alright, alright. I'm gonna try to remember this. Probably won't though, because, well, I'm bad at names. Cure? Hello? I mean, he sees this, right? He knows this is here. It's a very quick 3rd base. The Reaper's still alive, but... well, I guess Solar is still just making drones. We saw how effective they were against that previous Marine. You only need 3 drones to kill off 1 Marine to go 1-to-1, so... I mean, if he makes enough, there's only 1 Marine right now, and then Reaper, so... I mean, that should already give him the victory right there, right? Just needs to A-move all of them across the map here. He's overdone it. He's like 11 times as many drones as he needs. As has been proven in a previous fight. Anyway, lay attack. Solar is going to ramp up the aggression here. I like the lay attack actually. Most likely will be a Nidus network, I'm assuming. Either Nidus or, you know what, he does have the extra gas here. It could be Mutalisk too, right? It could be Mutalisk as well here. And that would do pretty darn nicely with this Banshee. Did he see the Banshee opening actually? Did he see the attack lab? No, he didn't. Okay, so that's still a little bit of an unknown element in this game. Full Solar, but let's see if he plans for it anyway. Well, the Reaper gets in here. Reaper wants to see that lay attack, but doesn't really get a good scout there, unfortunately. Okay, 3rd base does get thrown down, but very, very late, of course. And there is the Spire. Alright. So Spire and the Baneling Nest coming down here for Solar. He did see the 3rd base, so I'm a little bit... right? I mean, he definitely did. I'm a bit confused there. If he is going to go into a macro game, why he waited that long for that 3rd base to throw it down himself as well. I guess his work account is really nice though, so maybe it's not that big of a deal. Let me quickly take a look. Well. Oh, saves both of those. Loses 2 other ones though. If only there were more extractors here potentially too. I guess he could have made spools, but hey. Can't ask somebody to do everything perfectly, can you? Looking at all our parents right now. Anyway. Just a little bit of Hellion and Banshee harassment. The Banshee just sticking on the creep tumor removal duties. It's important business. Very important business. Alright, there's the 8 muses. What's up, Maniac? Welcome to the stream as well. Hi. I wanted to say hidey-ho, but instead I said hi. It's fine. It's as cool as hidey-ho. There's no spores yet, right? There is the cloak available. How many overseers do we have? There's one here, and there's one in the bottom left side of the map for some reason as well. So these banshees might actually be able to get something done over here, as the overseer is still roaming around on the wrong side of town. Yep, that is trouble. That is trouble. Skimming out on those spore crawlers when you know there's cloak banshees. Well, I'm not even sure if you knew that was cloak. I'm pretty sure you knew, right? I don't know. Anyway, might as well take it into account. Because, you know what, buying 2 spore crawlers here would have been a lot less painful than this right now. 18 drones gonna get guns down. Now, the Mutalisk, of course, might still be able to get some damage dealt as well. Marines rather low. There are missile turrets, though. You see those? You see those, Solar? You see how effective they are? Man, it's a painful lesson, guys, but he needs to learn it here. Unfortunately. Alright, we'll get himself the +1/+1. Oh, that income grav. Pretty nicely looking here for Cure. +1/+1, the baning speed as well as a upgrade for the attack, the flying attack. It's a pretty terrifying army for Cure here. Look at that army supply actually. And another thing that's a little bit worrisome actually, Solar, if we look at the production tab, mostly making more Mutalisk right now. Not sure if you want Mutalisk against this amount of Marines. Unless if he's just going to go for a counter-attack, but then he should have already kind of been busy on the other side of the map with those mud-muds. We're going to have to wait and see. Alright, well, Cure's doing a lovely job at keeping the Mutalisk at bay here. Continuously moving back and protecting his siege tank. He loses 2 of them. And, well, now he finally does get across the map here. Checking to see for this, well, potential 4th base. Doesn't quite get anything there, but, man, Cure is just, it's still, he has now 2 terrifying armies, doesn't he? He has 2 armies that I don't really feel like the Mutalisk can really take on. If you type !B, you will get the bracket link. Alright, well, we'll see how this goes. Actually, the siege tank doing a little bit of friendly fire there with the Zerglings and the Mutalisk is able to clean up the units here. That's a good trade, actually. A good start. To a, well, a bad start, pretty much. Yeah, I'll also do the Maturino codes. This base, you do not want to lose this base as Solar. I think you should have more than enough, right? Those Mutalisks coming in from behind as well. It's getting closer to the red here. Should have enough, I'd say, but there's no creep here whatsoever. Cure has been right on top of this, being able to deny that. Solar still does have a couple of banelings, but that's so many Marines right now. Needs to get those connections. And I don't think he is going to get them. Oh, that one was just nearly there. Might have enough now to really stop this momentum. And yeah. Okay, so just barely enough banelings there to remedy the bleeding a little bit here. Did make more as well. Needs to start spreading creep here. That's very important right now. As he pushed Cure backwards, immediately start spreading those tumors. Because you might not get another chance here. I mean, I wouldn't have been surprised if Cure tried to go in there again with this reinforced ball of Marines and another siege tank there. Bane Blinkstalker. Oh dear lord. Please no. What about like Widowmine Banelings or something. It's just like, oh, what about Mutalisk Widowmine? And you don't have to, well, maybe you don't have to siege mode them. You can just fly over people and then just rockets start flying everywhere. Anyway, this base, again, in a lot of trouble. It's getting further and further to the red. I mean, it's remarkable that it is still alive. And there is enough Marines here, just barely, again, once more, to force those Mutalisks backwards. And this base in a lot of trouble now. I'm not quite sure if you're going to be able to keep this one alive. Solar, he's not even targeting it. Going to target down the Mutalisk instead, first and foremost. I think Cure may have done it here, guys. That's all the Mute is done. And over with. GG is cold. There you have it. That's the first game. Well, what about... what's another great combination of units? I'm just thinking, like... maybe Ultralisk with Concussive Shell? Just like... You can stutter step Ultras and then also still have the massive cleave. So they can't get what you may call it anymore. Kited, that's the word. That's the pro gamer word. Alright. Almost like Solar scouted the proxy too early so Cure could change plans quickly. Well, I don't think so. I mean, maybe a little bit, but I think Solar's response to that very quick 3cc was just a bit off. Normally, you would see Ultras with Adrenal Glands. Oh my god, those Stim Ultras, yeah, that'd be nuts. That'd be nuts. Or what about? Oh wait, I still was in another thought, wasn't I? Hold up. I'm coming back to this. Let me think. Right, so yeah, that triple CC opening. I'd say that you want to have yourself a little bit of pressure. And I thought like he was just going to go straight into a Nidus one with like Roaches and Queens, right? And I don't think Cure would have had a single leg to stand upon with an attack like that coming in through the back door. Or even the front door, right? Because, you know what, 3cc's, that's a lot of money. That's a lot of stuff you're investing, and you're not going to have that many units, especially considering that you have your barracks on the wrong side of the field. So, something like that, something to do damage, but Cure just walked away economically from that game, and that's why I never really looked close anymore. And, of course, we have to remember those Banshees. Oh my god, those Banshees. Getting, what, like 30-something kills? Well, near 30. It felt like 30 kills. I don't know if it really was, but it was close enough. BC Simblings. Oh, wait. Top right, we have this red Zerg player from Triumphant Sun Gaming. He is Solar. Bottom left, blue Terran player, Dragon Phoenix Gaming. Cure. Alright, what else was what we were talking about? Lurkers and what was with Lurkers? Cyclone Link Speed. Oh dear lord. Flying Cyclones, that would be crazy as well, just like Cyclone Tempest. How about that? Like instead of Tempest actually just shooting the big balls, so I have a lock-on ability where it does as much damage as Cyclones do, and they have the range of the Tempest flying around. Man. I mean, nuts as well. Cyclone Muta better? Maybe. Maybe. Mutas don't have the range though, but maybe you can just say that it has the range of the Cyclone. A pack of Cyclones sniping a base in 1 second. Yeah, that's gonna hurt, isn't it? Alright. You know what, SCVs and Marines might be a good one as well. So you don't ever have to really make Marines anymore. You can just have your SCVs be the Marines. Just have Marines like do all the work as well, right? I think we fixed balance in the game here. Yeah, good job guys. Hats off to us. Okay, so things are looking again rather normal here. No proxies, nothing crazy. There is a drone already hiding here, waiting to transform itself into a lovely hatchery. Oh, he loses 2 of the Zerglings here. He's gonna lose 3 Zerglings. Oh my dear lord. He's gonna lose 4. He's not gonna lose 4. He almost did though. Almost losing 3. Well, 4. Sorry, he lost 3. It's nuts. It's nuts. Incomprehensible. That means that spreading creep is going to be a little bit of a tough thing to do. I need to make an angry email to Blizzard. Why didn't they think of that earlier? Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I would like Reapers with conclusive she. Conclusive shell. Oh, that's a funny one. Sounds super overpowered, yeah. Okay, the Reaper comes in again. He's dead. That's the end of that one. Alright, well, Cure, this time around, he is playing it a little bit safer, isn't he? He's not gonna go for that quick third command center. And it's kind of funny that in the first game, right, we saw Cure going for that quick 3cc, and Solar responded with the Roach Ravager Ling all in, and it absolutely smashed. Game number 2, he saw Solar doing this pretty much the same thing, right? Pretty much the same thing. But oh, Enki, thank you for that, host. You were too tired to just come to our own channel, so you know you're just watching on your own channel. Is that what happened? There's some drones dying here, but I think he's gonna be okay. I think he's okay, guys. Don't worry about it. And anyway, as I was saying, game number 2, he saw the same thing happening, but with the added deal of having barracks across the map. So I'm still a little bit perplexed that he didn't just go for another big roach attack. Or at least some sort of a pressure. Now he's finding himself in game number 3 and he needs to do this one more time here. Losing 2 creep tumors. Again, a pretty big deal. Björn has been practicing quite a lot on ladder shoot. Yeah, I heard in September, right? He should be back in September. Björn should be back in, I think, somewhere around that time. And yeah, he's been practicing a lot of StarCraft. He actually reached rank number 1 on the ladder there for a while. On the Korean ladder. Rua! Thank you for that follow. Welcome to the crew. Now, things are kind of ramping up here, guys. We are kind of gonna have to dissect what is happening. The +1/+1 is being made by Q, so he's going heavy into those upgrades. 2 more barracks, but already having that 3rd base up. Bench is still trying to poke and prod, but overall, so far, only those Hellions really being successful, getting themselves 3 kills. The Banshees here still trying to get some work done, but not really being able to get anything, really. Especially considering those Spore Crawlers. Spore Crawlers! Solar! He's learned his lesson. Right. Well, I guess the Evo Chambers, they always are a little bit slower when you are playing against Terran, right? Don't get them that quickly. Now I'm gonna start up the +1/+1 for him as well. Might be a little bit of a nice timing here for Q if he does attack with that +1/+1 finishing, but we'll have to wait and see, of course, if he's gonna have enough forces. He should do with these other 2 barracks finishing up. Probably is gonna get himself a reactor here, maybe 2 reactors. There's 1. Is there gonna be another reactor? Oh my dear lord, I can't take it anymore. It is. Alright, and actually he's just moving out before he gets any production going there, but that should be okay. Dicky88, thank you for that one as well as Harry Potter, 233. Are there really 232 other Harry's Potters there on Switch? Is that the amount? I'm not surprised. Why am I not surprised? Bench is gonna distract Solar here a little bit, trying to come in right now. Bangling speed almost done, but is it gonna be in time to save this base? It looks like, you know what, he's just committing to it anyway. The bangling speed, there it finally is. Alright, oh, gets too close to the siege tank. Doesn't want to let the siege tank shoots the Banelings there, of course. So, you know what, actually a little bit nice micro there from our red Zerg, although he did lose a couple of those drones due to the Banshee harassment. Killing off the gas guys here, and it's not being replenished either just yet. This is a pretty okay. Well, now he's doing it. Never mind. You know, just stuff that you don't want to have happen for too long period of time. Oi, 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 oi. This is not look good for Solar. He needs to get the heck out of there again. Doesn't really have the stuff right now. Needs a couple more Banelings, or at least be on creep against this. And even then, with the low amount of Banelings he has, he needs to get a little bit lucky here. Alright, scans landing on top of the creep Tumus will be allowing him a little bit more of a foothold here. Mutus coming in again. But you know what, Cure's been so on top of just zoning out those Mutalisks every single time, hasn't he? Like, it's so incredibly easy as a Terran player, I'm telling you this, to just have like a medevac stray a little bit too far, the siege tank running behind the rest of your troops a bit too much. He's just on top of it continuously, not allowing a single unit to be picked off by those Mutalisks, I think, throughout the entire series so far. And that's impressive. That is thoroughly impressive. If we look at the units lost tab overall, you will see 50 Lings have given their lives to the cause. Oh, this might be the moment though. No, he's like, you know, no, there's still quite a lot of Marines. Might be able to single out these forces here though, the Mutalisk. Unlucky. Thought he was going to send the Mutalisk in between those two forces, but maybe then he would have gotten sandwiched and lost a whole bunch of them. So, playing it safe, playing it cool. Relaxing with some B-Bolt just outside of school. Shock as well, part of the team now. Welcome my dude, welcome my dude. Hope you're having a good time. Okay, so +2 is about to finish up now. Might have another timing coming up here for Cure where he will be able to start pushing across the map. Mutaplay seems to be popular recently. Yeah, it really does, doesn't it? I don't know if this is true, but I'd like to say that it's been popularized by DRG again, right? Because he came back and he just started doing it right off the bat again. That has always been his style. It's always been his absolute way to dismantle folk, and he never really let it go. He came back and he started wrecking people with it, and I think afterwards we're just seeing more Zergs realize like, oh right, yeah, Mutalisks are pretty powerful, aren't they? So yeah, maybe. I think the Widow Mines overall just very strong, of course. Quite capable of dealing with them, so maybe that's why a little bit of the Ling Baneling Mutaplay did go out of fashion. But well, it's gonna get rougher, of course, for the Zergs when the Widowmine patch comes through. Mo Wayne, thank you for that follow as well. Moe Wayne. It's like Batman's long lost brother, Moe. Not sure if I was the one providing information there, Piker, but you're welcome regardless. I don't think I was, but that is fine. I'll pretend to be. So yeah, a little bit of a stalemate in the middle of the map. A lot of extra command centers now being thrown down here by our blue Terran, as he does have himself at a 200 supply army. On the other side of the field, Solar trying to get himself some of the Ultralisk. Getting all those hive-tech upgrades as well. Is this 6-month military service in Finland? Is that true? That's nuts. Cat's wire. I don't think... I don't know. I don't know. He may do. It's crazy though. Yeah, we still need to have a Maru versus Sewell, don't we? It's a lot of creep teams here. Somebody's abusing that spam clicker here. I love picking off these Widow Mines actually from Solar. Doing a really good job here. He has a big flank set up and he's actually going to try to commit to this. I'm not sure if I like this though. Not completely sure if this is necessary for him to do, but you know what? He's going to go for it anyway. A lot of links. They don't even have their +3/+3 yet. They do have adrenal glands, so that is, I suppose, a big deal. Now, yeah, with this planetary here, not really getting a lot of work done anymore. Oh, might be able to roll back towards... Okay, yeah, does get the command center. So denies that base, but that was a costly engagement, I'd say. He's still looking okay. I think especially on creep, he should be able to hold this off pretty easily. Unless if the Widow Mines just are absolutely nuts, which they very well might, as there's 4 of them right here. Yeah, let's see how he retargets. Oh my god, that was massive. Alright, well, I take it all back. Solar in a bit of trouble here now, perhaps. Needs to watch out. 2 more Widow Mines coming in. Ultras, though. Oh, finally, we have the Ultralisk coming with the crew as well. Great Widow Mine hits once more, though. The Ultras need to get right on top of those Marines. They do manage to do quite a bit of damage. And we immediately... Well, you know what? This might still be too much for Cure, actually. Look at the spread of those units. That's nuts. That is absolutely nuts. And then it's just an endless supply of more Marauders, more Marines, more Widow Mines as well. And he's even getting himself the Ghost here too. Just in case, I don't know, Vipers or Infestors come into play. I think Infestors actually a little bit, maybe of a missed opportunity here. Get those a little bit quicker and then, you know, it becomes so much easier for those Ultras, of course, to get right on top of the Bio Forces. But you know what, he still cleans it up here. He still cleans it up. I'm very curious about the overall unit loss tab. I like that he's targeting down the Medevacs with the Mutalisk as well, actually. That's a really cool thing to see. Coming in here, kills the Planetary once more. Really keeping Cure on that low amount of bases. But is he killing himself slowly by just feeding in all this supply into his opponents? Alright, I want to still look at that unit's loss tab, guys, but... Alright, you know what, we'll just do it like this, alright, so we can still kind of see. Oh wow, that's actually a lot closer than I thought it was. Alright, like, you know what, looking at the supply as well, the Solar really starting to dry up Cure here. Oh, we have nukes on the way, though. Nukes on the way. Alright, who knows, you know what, it's the ultimate wild card. Anything can happen. Solar might very well take this one. I don't know for certain. I mean, there's so many bases, though, ready to replace the base that he keeps on killing. But, you know what, Cure does need to get himself a base here eventually, right? He's going to run out of the overall money. The money train. Solar just sacking whatever he can spare to kind of get rid of those first couple of Widow Mines there on the periphery. Right. And this is just an endless fight here in the middle. Honestly, how long have we been looking at this place being like, alright, now here's the big fight, guys, that we've been waiting for. This is the StarCraft that I love to see. Just a continuous wave of Zerg. Flushing up against the Terran forces. It's pretty much like a campaign mission now, isn't it? In a way. Since one Ultralisk guy is like, you know what? Maybe if he jumps high enough, he's going to be able to get that command center. Oh, this could be trouble, though. Okay, does burrow the Widow Mines in time. Should be okay. Should be okay. Let's take a look at our units lost count again. It's starting to favor Cure here a little bit, of course. Solar was... Well, we didn't mind that too much, as long as he kept that base from getting destroyed. Oh, that missile turret. Oh, my dear Lord. That is very, very nice now. Ultras at the top side absolutely getting destroyed here. And Cure does get a little bit on top of the production, but at the same time, he is coming in here as well, so... Looks like it was just a little bit of a multi-pronged harassment. Whichever way managed to really get the damage done, then the other side probably more likely to run away. Need to be careful as well, so we have an incredible amount of Marauders. Banelings stop being as cost efficient, right? So, always got to be careful of that one. And... We're still not seeing any type of spellcaster coming out of Solar so far. He may not need it. We'll have to wait and see. We still haven't seen that nuke go off yet either, have we? Right, that base is dead. That base is dead. You might as well nuke it now. Come on, nuke! I don't think it's gonna happen, guys. I think he forgot about his own nuke. Anyway, these queens just there on the high ground. Yeah, we're 2 meters away from the Terran base, but we're gonna start spreading creep here, and you can't stop us. Oh, well, maybe you can. Never mind. Never mind. We'll come back some other time. But first, we return to the Earth. Okay, well then. He's too busy defending. Well, it's a lot easier to defend with a nuke. Just throw a nuke down. Right on top of your own base. And then, I'm telling you, the Zerg army will retreat. And if they don't, then that's a plus, right? Kill the entire Zerg army for your own... Oh! Yeah, there he goes. Ah, and right in the face. Man, I'm so happy that observers can't actually kill nukes by just having it fly into their face. Imagine that. Actually blowing up on the camera. Yeah, didn't really land anywhere. I looked at the nuke going up, but I forgot to look at the nuke coming down here. I don't think it got much. I got too excited. Anyway. Again, another run by here. Solar's really doing a good job actually now. I feel like I still think he needs to get himself some spellcasters too. But not going for the extra APM into the spellcaster control, I suppose, is allowing him to be at like multiple places at once. A little bit easier, right? So, but then again, Curie is starting to really mine here in the top left side as well. Yeah, that's gone now, but this base as well as this other base here. So again, we're finding Cure just on the ropes. Let's take a look at the income. Oh, let's not take a look at the income anymore. I think this is it. Yeah, GG is called. Solar just keeping those bases away from the mineral fields. And takes game number 3. Solar goes up 2-1. And that was a lovely game. That was a lovely game there, guys. Great stuff. Great stuff. Infestors are good against bio. Yes, they are. They are good against everything. Well, in a way, I'd say they're okay against most things. I think against mech, Vipers might be a little bit better because you can blinding cloud siege tanks and stuff like that. So at least that's how I do it. Against bio, I go Infestor. Against mech, I try to go Viper. And even against bio, Vipers still do pretty darn solid, right? Great series. Enjoy the rest of the games. You're going to sleep. Alright, Bibs. Thank you for joining in, dude. Have a good night. Good luck at the old job tomorrow. Fungal and Ghost also pretty good as so that the Banes can connect. It's all about positioning at that stage. Yeah, that's right. That's right. But you know what? Solar didn't even need the Fungals here. He just needed stuff to kill stuff with. He just needed more links, more banelings, and continuously keeping Cure on his side of the map, right? As well, another thing, we never really saw Cure coming towards the bottom right side. He always was just busy defending, and ultimately, I feel like that's kind of what gave Solar the victory there as well, right? He never took damage, there never was even a single medevac with a couple of units to really prevent mining on the other side of the map, and that's why Solar just always had more. And that became a snowball effect, right? Because... well, if you deny mining for a little bit, then you're going to have a little bit more. And then with that little bit more, you're denying more mining for a longer period of time. And then you're going to have even more than your opponents. And that just keeps going like that. As long as you don't trade like 60 banelings into 2 Widow Mines, you're going to be pretty okay. You're going to be pretty darn solid overall. Anyway, guys... remember, we do have a Matcherino page, actually, as well. So let me quickly take a gander with you all to the Matcherino page. If you haven't already, definitely check it out. It's a 7-day tournament, so we definitely... okay, what is happening here? Hold up. Okay, we're good. We're good again. I think it was just an old tab or something. My stream quality is good. For a moment there, it told me it was problems, but I think we're okay. Anyway, alright, so this is Matcherino. If you don't know Matcherino, where have you been? Have you ever watched StarCraft before? I don't know if you have. But, well, if you've never done it before, all you gotta do is sign up here with any of your already pre-existing accounts that you are logged in with on your browser. Could be pretty much anything, right? I'm using Twitch because that's easy. You press contribute, and in this little coupon code you type ITaX number 2 and contribute. And that adds 50 cents to the prize pool right here. And, well, the more money, of course, the better for these players. The more likely they are to rejoin our tournaments and to, you know what, show better matches. Because, well, with 1,000 bucks on the line, you're gonna try pretty hard, but with like 1,500 on the line, you're gonna be fighting even more so. Also, there is the little thing over here you could do if you are an American. This one's specifically for you. If you are an American, you probably should go to sleep right now, because it is probably still late. Although Bibs only just now went to sleep, so maybe it's not that late. Bibs is an early sleeper. Anyway, what you want to do is you text this gamer2 to this number right here, 876642. And that's going to give you, well, first of all, add $1 to the prize pool. And second of all, it's going to give you some nice deals from Sonic. Great offers and stuff like that. It's 2 a.m. here. Alright, well, thank you for staying up, guys. But yeah, you could do this. If you don't want the offers and deals, all you got to do is just text stop as well. So for the, you know what, just 2 texts, or even 1 text if you do want to have those deals on food, you're going to be adding another $1 to the prize pool. And that'd be very much appreciated. Also, of course, the replay pack available right here. All 7 days included for 10 bucks. And there's some nice merchandise here as well. There's some focus right here. Advanced GG focus. I think that's the G Fuel. There's some manga stuff in here if that's your thing. And a caster tip jar. So if you like my stuff as well, then or my contribution to all of this, that's the place to thank me. If you want to just thank the entire tournament and the players mostly, then the replay pack, probably the best place to do it, I'd say, because you're still gonna get a little bit of bang of your buck as well, right? So 10 bucks and you're gonna get 7 days worth of StarCraft 2 in replays. I'm gonna keeping tabs here. Still waiting for this to happen. But yeah, so if you want to take a look right at what you're really getting for those for that 7-day replay pack, this is it, right? These are all the matches that have been played. These are the matches that are playing right now, and then that's not all. That's not all. You'd think like, wow, that's a lot of StarCraft already. Let me tell you, that's more right here. There is F5 the Liquipedia. All right, Cynical. Must hurt your eyes seeing it not being updated, right? You're like, wait, what? Didn't I update this? Didn't I update this? What is happening? Anyway, yeah, there you go. Solar now right here. This was a great match, actually. I missed group with Rogue and TY. Well, I mean, it happens Friday, so... And to be fair, it wasn't the best day. It really wasn't the best day. And Sue lost to Scarlet, yeah. Scarlet moved on. Bunny lost to Scarlet as well. Scarlet's still in his tournament here. We have Dream, Innovation, TY, Rogue, Zest, and Scarlet moving on to the group stage number 2. And they'll be providing us with even more replays, right? So if you like Dream, Innovation, TY, Rogue, Zest, or Scarlet, or potentially 2 of these as well, you know what, that's all good. And that's a good reason to stick around for the next group stage as well. And then, well, that's not all, of course. We still have the playoffs. 2 best of 5s here for the semifinals and a best of 7 for the finals. We might have to look into making that a best of 9 just to really fill in the hype here. But then again, the players probably won't like that as much because that would just mean they'll have to play more games. And they already are being asked to play quite a couple of games for us. But anyway, yeah. So it's a pretty sick lineup right here, and I'm very excited about who is going to be moving onwards. I wouldn't be too upset actually if Cure doesn't move on here. I wouldn't be too upset, right? Because we already have so many great Terran players. Dream, Innovation, TY, all of those guys already waiting to kind of move on here. Well, already moved on, of course. So already waiting for group stage number 2. Getting another Protoss would be very nice, yeah, I'd say. Solar moving on through as well, I think is a good thing. Would tie up 3 Terran, 3 Zergs. And then, you know what, I'm just going to say it. I want Estrella to move on as well. A lot of games with Cure anyway. I think GSL in GSL, yeah, I think so too, right? We could look it up actually. GSL 2020. Sure. Cynical Death updated that one as well already. A while ago, actually. Probably. 2020. Estrella. Estrella versus Hurricane is still gonna have to be played here. But I heard there was a little bit of difficulty getting in touch with Hurricane. So yeah, we're hoping, fingers crossed here, that is not gonna be a problem. Yeah, they're still waiting a little bit. Anyway, let's take a look here at what's happening with Cure. Oh yeah, Group B right here in the round of 16. He did move on, right? I have him. Cure and TY moved on from this group versus Stats and Solar. Wow, that's unfortunate actually. That oh, Cure never played against Solar in this one, in this group. Interesting. And today, Cure plays in TSL as well. Yeah, Cure, I mean, he needs to calm down, honestly. Right? Right? Okay. So, we are still waiting a little bit. I'm just going to run a quick commercial here, guys. I hope you won't mind. It helps support the stream and everything like that, so let me just run that, grab myself a drink, and we'll be back in a minute or so. And then we're going to see if Hurricane is actually here, because that would be preferable, of course. Alright, be right back. Be right back. Nice. I hope you got it, but I don't know. For anyone still watching, well, this is the awkward moments. I'm just having a sip while the ads run. Yeah. Cast milk. Cest is also in okay shape. Yeah, he is, isn't he? Just a small, little bit. A small canister of milk. It's okay. It's my daily allowance of milk. Alright. I think we're back. Welcome back, everybody. We have still no Hurricane, unfortunately. Our admin for the event has been trying to call him on his phone, but no success so far. So let's hope he's alright. Let's hope he's just forgetful. Alright. We're gonna give him 8 minutes, it looks like. 8 minutes, that's a long time. That's a long time, but I'm sure we'll be able to get through, right? Otherwise, Estrella's going to get the free win for now. He's going to go up against Solar, which, you know what, I don't think he would mind that much. Honestly, being a pro player, it's like, alright, yeah, sure, I'll get a free win. That's alright. And then, we'll have to wait and see. Zest is weird. Sometimes he plays like trash, sometimes... Well, I think Zest is just... one of those players that really preps for one certain thing, in a way, as well. But, you know what, his control is sometimes just out of this world. Overall, just continuously harassing. And, like, I think Zest is one of those players that is really good at, for forcing the opponent to look elsewhere, right? And then coming in on the other side with something else. Multi-pronged harassment, really top-notch of Cest. And some people just don't fall for it as much. Something like that, maybe. Maybe that could be the reason. But, yeah, I still think, like, overall, thank you for that host, by the way. Dry Kits. Also, Troy and Arkansas. I don't know if I guys already gave you a shout out, but thank you for those follows as well, guys. Much appreciated. But yeah, if you think about it right now, the Protoss, like, who is really the best Protoss, right? For Zerg, we have Dark and Serral. For Terran, we have Maru. We have, well, Innovation, Cure, TY. All of them are pretty much up there, right? You can kind of debate and have your own preference for those Terrans. But Hero Marine as well, yeah, of course. Clem as well. He's up and coming, but he's more of the foreigner scene. But then for the Protoss, I don't know. I don't know if they really have that many great figures. What about Skrillex? I don't know, man. I think Serral's still a little bit better than Scarlet. No offense, Scarlet, but and Dark, well, yeah, well, I don't know actually either. It's been a while since I've seen Dark play, actually. No skip my sexy boy Rogue. Yeah, that's okay, yeah. Rogue as well. Rogue's still up there, but Rogue has been in a little bit of a dip recently, hasn't he? Not been really up there with the other players results-wise, unfortunately. Although he did move on in this tournament, so maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. Stats, yeah, Stats is pretty good, but, I mean, Stats is out of the GSL now as well, right? Yeah, he lost in the round of 16. So basically, the people that moved onwards are Parting Trap and Deer for the Protoss. Actually, there's still quite a lot of Protoss, actually. But I don't know. Maybe I'm just not watching enough Protoss. That could be. Rogue practices before big tournaments and when he feels like Zerg is good. Yeah, I don't know if it's a lie or just blatant overall, what do you call it? Hearsay, but I did hear, and I'm gonna say that Rogue isn't feeling StarCraft 2 at the moment right now as much as he used to. So that could be a reason as well why he's struggling a little bit with getting his overall practice in, right? And that could be why he's not getting the great results. To be fair, like, he's still GSL, like, he's still taking online cups as well here and there, but I mean, I don't know. It's just rough to say that, of course, for most players. You're always expecting more, in a way, but then again, you can't expect all those players to take the GSL trophy every time. All those players that I mentioned, right? And as soon as they don't, you're like, oh, they're in a bit of a slump. Or at least, like, you feel that way, but they're probably not. They're probably not. That loss in GSL to Scarlet was harsh. He got cheesed out twice. Yeah, he definitely did. Man, that was so much fun. Oh, Curvin here as well now. What's up, my dude? How you doing? How you doing? We're waiting for Hurricane right now. And we're hoping that he's going to get here. We're not 100% certain that he's going to get here in time, but we're just waiting. Seeing if it is going to happen or not. But Rogue is still undeniably massively talented. Yeah, he definitely is. Winning IEM twice, winning BlizzCon and a GSL. Yeah, I mean, that's why, right? That's why you wouldn't really expect him to go down in the round of 32 in GSL, in a way. But I guess being cheesed out is a way to lose that, unfortunately. Rogue's more on the hardworking side rather than talents. Well, yeah. I mean, hardworking is a talent as well, isn't it? It's it's a talent that you can have, or well, that you need to work on very hard as well to learn how to work hard. But yeah, all right. Anyway, like when he tries, he is just the best player there is. I get that. I get that. He is incredibly strong. You're Canadian, so any Scarlet win is great to watch. That is nice too. Yeah, I mean, honestly, when I watch you Thermal, I'm always very stoked about that one as well. Just being like, oh, he's winning! It's happening! You forgot to mention Avilos on Strong Terrence, by the way. All right, yeah, of course, of course. Well, he's just in a league of his own, right, isn't he? It's not even worth mentioning him because it's already insinuated. As soon as I mention the word Terran, everybody will, of course, already realize what I'm talking about. So, you know, I maybe I felt like I already mentioned him, actually. You know, because it's so normal. Is someone having trouble connecting? It's no connecting issues. Except when it comes to connecting our communications with the phone of Hurricane, as he's not picking it up, apparently. And he's not here right now. We've gotten in touch with his manager as well, his team manager. And we're trying to get him to contact him as well. But, yeah, no luck so far. So we're hoping he's okay. As right now, it is only like 6 o'clock or 5 o'clock in Korea. So he shouldn't be sleeping, right? That's it's probably not. Maybe he's just watching a TV show and he completely forgot about today. It could be. It could be. But yeah, unfortunately, it looks like we are gonna have a Hurricane that is not here right now. If he shows up later on, well, if he shows up right now, of course we might still be able to get him in the best of 3 with Estrella here. But we might give Estrella the free win here for one. It's going to go up against Solar. If he loses against Solar, we're going to wait. Well, after that best of 3, of course. We're going to see if Hurricane is then here right now. And then he might play against Cure, which is a rough one, honestly. But, hey, that's how the cookie crumbles. So I think the one match, honestly, that Estrella actually had a real chance of winning here. I'm sorry, Estrella. I think he wouldn't mind me saying that too much. I think he's pretty realistic with realizing how good these players are. He knows. You know what, Solar as well, I think he has an oral. Well, it's Protoss versus Zerg though, right? So we're gonna have to wait and see. Alright, about to be former team manager, lol. Yeah, maybe, no, nah. Like, the team managers don't really have the responsibility, right, for their team members to really get them to be on time with these types of events. Maybe with, like, big tournaments, GSL and stuff like that. Maybe they could help out, but with, like, these online tournaments that they kind of sign themselves up for, not really any responsibility for them there. Estrella. Oh boy. Come on, guys. Estrella, he's been in Korea for a while now. He's been practicing. He's had some pretty nice upsets before, right? He's been able to take on some pretty high names there in the Korean scene. And you know what? It's just the best of 3. It is just the best of 3, right? He needs to either beat Solar here. And then, well, all he has to do in this best of 3 is beat Solar. And then he's already through. He's already through at that point. Is he going to feel satisfied about his performance? I don't know if he will. Realizing he got the free win. But then again, I mean, who's going to complain about a free win, right? Unless if you want to seem like you're a nice guy in a way, right? That's I think you can be pretty happy with a free win as long as you're, you know what, winning the other one as well. Illidan, thank you for that follow as well. Illidan, 357. You make it sound like Solar is not the top 10 best Zerg in the world. Well, I mean, he just has to beat... Well, in a best of 3. He just has to beat Solar in a best of 3. It's not like a best of 9 or a best of 7, right? A really long, drawn-out match. So, in a way, it is just the best of 3, is what I mean to say. It's not like it's only Solar, right? That's not true. That's not true at all. It is Solar. That's a beast of a player, that's for certain. But in a best of 3, a lot of stuff can happen, right? Solar might not be able to get the scouts. He might not be able to see what is coming. He might misinterpret something. And then suddenly Estrella's on match point. Suddenly he is just 1-0. It could happen. I'm just trying to paint this scenario where Estrella will be able to beat Solar here. I don't think he really thinks he has the, you know what, a big shot here. Estrella, pretty timid in his, how would you call this? Self-grandeur. Doesn't really see himself more than he is. 2-minute wait, please. All right, we're still having 2 minutes here, I think. All right. Maybe he got some sort of a message from Hurricane. It would be nice. It would be nice, but we'll have to wait and see. Anyway. Oh, man. And to be fair, Estrella has been able to beat some high names before. Some big names, right? He's been able to do it. I'm not sure who I'm capable of naming right now, but let me think this through. He's been playing a lot in the Olimo League and stuff like that, right? So I think, yeah. Ah, well, we're just gonna have to wait. We're just gonna have to wait. Speculating is pretty pointless. I'm gonna look like an idiot if it doesn't really get close anywhere. Who did Estrella beat? Who did Estrella beat? Sun Lily, do you know? Any big beats recently? Hurricane had his chance. He's old news now. True. Alright. Lol. Solar wants to play Terran. Okay, no, he doesn't. Who did Estrella beat recently? I'm pretty sure he beat some people there. At least that's what I hear people say. I am kind of speculating here, spreading rumors, perhaps. Making Estrella seem bigger than he may be, but I'm just gonna stop this. I'm just gonna skip this question from this point on. I'm not certain. I'm not certain anymore. Who did he beat? Who did he beat? Well, maybe he's gonna beat Solar here. All right, that's it. All right, don't look at me. Ah, a lovely day. A lovely day for StarCraft 2. Imagine getting another rematch between Solar and Cure here. Imagine Estrella being the first person to advance, the true underdog. But anyway, here we go. In the bottom right side, we have a red Zerg player. Triumphant Sun Gaming. He is Solar. Top left side, we have Alpha Axis, Blue Protoss, the American, he is Estrella. Right. Hurricane, I don't know. Something, we couldn't get a hold of him. We called him up like 6 times, I believe, with his actual phone number. Our tournament admin has people on his phone to really contact and stuff like that. So it's always nice. Oh, look at that. A lovely little bit of a hatch block here. Solar already, of course. Gonna have to run away here now. Make more drones. And get a later hatchery. Use the NA powers. Exactly. We need ourselves an American hero right now. We need a hero. We need Estrella. That's what we need. Let's wait and see what he's gonna have in store for us here today. Looks like he is just gonna open up with a regular standard macro opening. Doing a lot of probing with that probe, as is the ritualistic thing they do, as is tradition. It really is like they're just shaking their heads sometimes at each other, isn't it? Like when they're both clicking on the mineral patch, it's like, no, 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 it's mine. All right. Hype. Oh, a little bit of a lag spike there. So that's the one and only one. We'll see. So more drones actually coming down here. Looks like they are just gonna go towards the second base. Please become stable again, Mr. Game. Sometimes, I don't know why, but on the Korean server, when you are connecting from non-Korea, well, or further away in like the Western scene, I don't know why, but it does give those stutters now and again. As far as I'm aware, it doesn't really show up on the... Oh, that's a nice catch. Kills off a drone there. Doesn't allow him to become a spore crawler. But yeah, sometimes it's just a server thing. And as far as I'm aware, the players don't really have any difficulties with it, unless if it like gets worse enough that it actually starts to show up as disconnecting. But yeah, it's a bit of an unfortunate thing with the servers. Is he gonna cancel here? No, he's not actually. Thought he could have cancelled there. He may have been able to get into the third, well, the natural base as well. But this is going pretty darn good so far. Estrella's in Korea right now, volume. Estrella's been in Korea for a while, and he's been practicing there quite heavily. Ay ay ay. I don't know why the overall leg spikes there are ramping up for me, it seems. You should just lift up that stalker in the war prison and go after the overlord here, I'd say. Well, just go after the links as well. There's a possibility too. Solo trying to get some work done. Oh, he's gonna get that sentry actually. That's pretty big. 2 links on the wrong side of the force field. He does get himself the overlord though, of course, but ooh. Sentries, they are expensive. 100 gas down the drain, just like that. Now, he did kill off 4 workers in the very early parts of the game here, so he is still ahead in the worker count, which is rather nice. He might be able to get some more worker damage dealt, of course, with that War Prism and the Adepts. I am loving this opening for Astray, actually. He's going to go right into the robotics. He killed off the Overlords. I think he did see one of the Immortals, right? Or Solar did. I think he did. I may be wrong. But like this... Quite a bit of damage once again here. A lot of non-mining going on. And Solar might feel pressured to just keep droning up here for a really long time. Like he's still droning as we're getting further and further on top of that Immortal count. Already 2 available, 3 pretty soon. There we have him. And look at that, killing off these links as well. That's a lot of damage. Okay, now Solar is adding in the roaches right now. Getting another drone there. Wow, this is some lovely stuff so far from Estrella. Some real nice little bit of micro here and there. Gets those links away as well. I'm not completely certain if he is going to go for the third base or if he just wants to start moving across the map here. I would assume that he is going to just move across the map here, right? Right. Solar does scout it though. Sends a lot of links to verify whether or not this is coming across the map or not. He is starting to prep for it though. Look at that, a lot of units being built. More worker damage being achieved though by Estrella. 3 more workers here. A total of 9 so far. That's not too bad. Especially considering it only cost him pretty much 1 adept so far, right? Only losing that 1 adept right here. And I think Templar Archives as well. Okay, so maybe Estrella does want to get himself a third base here. I mean, to be fair, Estrella's late game PvZ, oh my god, is it something else. It is truly something else, guys. Let me tell you, it is a joy to behold. It really does feel like its own kind of PvZ style, which Estrella applies. It's like he kind of takes the role of the Zerg and just starts harassing everywhere. Moves on the left side, moves on the right side, and continuously backs up whenever there is too much there to meet his forces. But yeah, abusing those war prisms very nicely too. Always great to see. Alright, well, he is coming across now. He didn't make himself a third base. Is going to try to get things over with right here, right now. Does he have enough, though? There's so many roaches. There's so many ravages. But you know what? With these immortals right here, I'm feeling like his chances could be pretty darn solid. The two Archons as well, of course, also helping out. He just needs to make sure that he doesn't lose everything at the main base, and that's not happening right now. More force fields coming down pretty nicely, connecting, slowly whittling away at those roaches. There we go again. Going to be able to pick up a couple of those. Ooh, the Zerglings coming in from behind right now, dodging the Biles pretty okay. A couple of the shots do land on the Immortals here, but you know what? They are still around. More Zealots need to be warped in here. Needs to have his meat shields. I think he may have done it just barely. Oh my dear lord, it is becoming very close. Needs to dodge another one. Okay, more Zealots coming into the fray here. Those drones are being pulled, and they are gonna go down due to the Immortals. Are we seeing it happening here right now, guys? Estrella just barely not having enough so far. Maybe with this warping, though, it might be enough. The Bile's not landing on top of the War Prison, but, well, 14 workers did go down. Don't worry about that base, guys. I'm certain Estrella will get this one. Well, I'm pretty sure Estrella will get that one later on by just sending in the Immortals, or the double Immortal drop even, right? He could even do that. That's going to be enough here. Wow, moves the Zealot back all the way from the other side. Gets back in the wall here. And in he comes. In he comes again. Alright, this is the moment he's going to target it down, it looks like. Ooh, okay, doesn't want to get too sandwiched here. Okay, backs up again. There's the double Immortal, and now he's just going to finish it off with this. Should be absolutely fine. Oh god, he lost one. A little bit of a miss micro there, but he does get the base, right? The third base did get destroyed, and that's massive. Now, even on the high ground here, getting himself on the ramp area. Pretty nice fight again. And he's ahead economically, right? He's going to grab himself a third base from this moment. Let's see, he's got +1 attack as well already. And just making a bigger army right now. Double Immortal drop once again coming in. Oh my god, imagine if he gets another denial in this base right here. The Roaches and Ravages were moving away. Just getting the Roach Warren as well, right? Just this War Prison right here is going to allow Estrella pretty much to safely get himself that third base established in the 12 o'clock. Right, trying to stabilize his solar here now. I mean, as long as he still has a shot in this game, he should be okay, right? He is still the favorite. He should still feel like he is, in a way, right? So, when you're behind like this, it's always a little bit nice to have that as a solace, in a way, right? As long as you keep that in mind, you're going to be able to stay focused and keep the game going, and perhaps make something happen in your favor here. Estrella, though, no slouch. Heading in for shield batteries. He knows the amount of ravages here is quite high, so he's just going to go straight for the defenses. And I think that's a wonderful call. Keeping these ravages and roaches busy for such an enormous amount of time. Look at that. Okay, Storm is on the way as well. I don't think that one is going to be done in time, but those shield batteries definitely are, and that's going to be a big help here. Yes, a lot of force fields still remaining. Nice spread there. Going to be hard to get the Biles connected. Alright. Oh, this is smart though as well, of course. Just moving away from those shield batteries. Solo, where is he going to commit? He needs to commit right here. Okay, he is droning behind this as well again, so maybe he doesn't feel like he can win this one. And you know what? I think he's right. He invested a lot, though, in this attack. In the overall aggression, the amount of forces that he made. Maybe he's going to be able to get Estrella to overcommit to the defense, though. I think that's the one chance right now that he has. CC's, he's not breaking this. Storm is available now as well. And Estrella, there he goes with that War Prism across the map here. Alright, we'll be able to jump into this natural base. Ooh, nice dodge on the Bile again. And there he is. Zealots now. Oh, in the worker line. Queen is going to go down. And that's a lot of lost mining once again here. These Zealots going to try to target down the Evo Chamber. Alright. I'm down for that one. Is he going to get it? Oh my god, he gets it as well. That's absolutely nuts. Comes in with the main force now as well. ready to start poking and prodding away once more. He smells the blood in the water right here. Doesn't want to give Solar the chance to recuperate all those lost drones. Base over here getting constructed as well. Where is that war prison right now? It is still lurking on the edge here. It's going to go straight into the main, it looks like. Did it get spotted by Solar? I don't think... Well, he is sending his queen there. The roaches, though, they're not really moving. Oh, he's just sent the queen back to the main base. Alright, so more harassment gonna take place there. Australia needs to be careful, though, of those High Templar. The High Templar... Okay. Busy, of course, with that war prison right now. Right, well... I mean, the supplies are really close here. Neither of these players really want to commit. There's 3 immortals stuck here behind the Zealot. That's a bit unfortunate. If those 3 immortals were there as well, I feel like that would definitely... should be enough, right? It should be enough, in a way. Right, regardless of that. Estrella is only on 50-some workers here, and he is kind of running out on minerals here on his first and natural base. Does have to consider taking a 4th here if he wants this game to continue onwards. And, you know, just trying to do a little bit of more harassment here. Right, there is a 4th base now being constructed. Ling run by, just gonna verify that that is happening there. More zealots on this top right base as well. Gonna try to intercept the newly constructing base end. Yeah, I don't know. Is Strat giving Solar too much room to breathe right now? I really hope he isn't. Okay, gets a cancel on this base. That's always very nice, of course. We need to have Strat push on through here. If he wants to get this victory. Oh, you know what? That's okay. That's, I mean, yeah, the Zealots do go down, but another base is gonna get cancelled here, and... those Banelings don't trade very favorably against a couple of Zealots, right? You want to kill off like a good group of Zealots. If they are all clumped up like that, that's a good trade. If they're not, though, that's... oh, dear Lord, those Banelings. Those Banelings looking rather close by right now. The Biles landing. Estrella not really controlling his army to the maximum degree here, I'd say. Right, Immortals, show your power. Show why they are called the Immortals. Nice dodging on those Biles. More storms and GG is called. There you have it. More stuff actually I think was happening here. Let me quickly press the rewind button so I am allowed to see this. I'm not allowed to see. Well, let me go back quickly. I want to see. Alright, 20 works. We're getting gunned down. And there we have it, guys. Right, I should not have done this. That seemed premature. I don't know, man. He had a lot of stuff go. This is what was happening, right? As well. I think this was the main deal. So... yeah, even if he does win this, just barely, he just doesn't have any economy anymore to follow up upon. That's lovely. That is some great stuff there by Estrella. And the adept harassment at the start there. Oh my dear Lord, that was nuts. That was nuts. And then Solar trying to go for the counter-aggression. Estrella reading into it nicely. Ooh. Thank you. Alright, phew. Thought I was too slow with leaving there. Who knows? But anyway, you know what? Estrella going up 1-0 here versus Solar. He's on match point now. He's actually on match point now. That was a lovely build. Oh, there we go. Did they just start? I don't know if they did. I don't know why the lobby was bugged for me. Sorry. Sorry. Alright, well, it's being loaded up again for me. Alright. Sorry guys, the internal things here. I'm no longer available. Alright, well, as that is being sorted out, it looks like they won't be starting without me, so that's nice. Anyway, where were we? Estrella taking on Solar there, 1-0. Man, always these types of things, right? Always happen when things get most tense. Always happen when they get most tense. Alright, Hurricane, a little bit unfortunate. I don't know what happened to Hurricane exactly, but hoping he's okay, but we couldn't get a hold of him. And he wasn't here for the game, so... Also, I think Estrella was on the toilet when they tried to start there. There you go. Man, this is starting to become quite a mess. The admin wasn't here now. I don't know what happens. All right, guys. I think we have it all sorted now. We are professionals. We are professionals. We've made so many StarCraft lobbies, but sometimes, you know what? It just doesn't work. I don't know why it happens, but hey. So yeah, Hurricane. Unfortunately, we couldn't get a hold of him, so we gave Estrella the free win first and foremost. And if Hurricane still shows up, he's going to be playing in a loser match. I'm really hoping that that's going to happen. Otherwise, we're just going to have 2 best-of-3s less than we would normally have, which, you know, are very, very unlucky, but that's just how it is. That's just how it is. Maybe we could even try to find another replacement, but I don't know. I don't know. Maybe they already did. Maybe they already did. Anyway, regardless, you know what? We're having a pretty epic PvZ right now. That first game was nuts. That was absolutely nuts. Yeah, I've not seen that opening for a long time. And Estrella, he just made it work. Opening up with that Robo. When's the last time? I guess it was... Parsing, right? Parsing doing that in the GSL, I think. That was more so because of a failed rush, or wasn't it? Like, wasn't that like versus the Terran as well? I mean, when is the last time you haven't seen either the Adeptglaive opening or the Stargate opening coming out of a Protoss? Estrella possibly blindsiding Solar, something that really wasn't in rotation for a while anymore, bringing it back and making it work out absolutely lovely. And off of the back with getting a whole lot of worker harassment done as well. It feels like I've done the scores wrong, but no, guys, it's actually happening. In his bottom left side, he's the Red Zerg. He is none other than Triumphant Sun Gaming's Solar. Top right, there he is, the blue Protoss. Fighting for Alpha X, he is none other than Estrella. 1 game removed from getting himself into the second part of this tournament. Hurricane, unfortunately, I don't know what happened with him. We don't know what happened with him exactly, but he was not available right now. We couldn't get a hold of him. We tried to call him multiple times. We had his manager contacted as well, trying to get him to contact his player, but unfortunately, in a short amount of time, we could not get him in the group or online. We didn't know where he was exactly, so it's officially counted as a loss for Hurricane. Yes, exactly. We're hoping he's still gonna show up for the loser match, but hey, well, let's hope that happens actually. All right, let's hope we don't have to get 2 walkovers here, because that would be horrendous. That would be horrendous. But you know what? Sometimes that happens. And to be fair, this is a big tournament. 7-day tournament. It's an online cup. Stuff like this is just bound to happen eventually, right? I'm quite happy actually that it only happens once in quite a lot of matches that happens just in this one tournament. But also, of course, the other tournaments in the show match series that we have, all running up to just this one time this happening. Alright, Estrella is going to go into the Stargate opening this time around. So a bit more normalcy in the overall play here for him. It's a Stalker being constructed as well. He wants to try and use that Stalker to deny scouting, of course. There's wall position here for Estrella as well. It seems very far forward, doesn't it? Does allow him to have a big army over here. Maybe even some shield batteries as well. Quite interesting. Too bad because there's already very little Protoss showing. Yeah, in this one there is. Don't worry about it. The GSL though pretty stacked up upon Protosses, so you'll be okay. I think the round of 8 has like 4 of them. They have Parting, Deer, Trap, and another one. Actually, I'm gonna check this out real quick. Oh no, there's 3 of them. There's 4 Terrans. Well, it's still 3 Protoss in the GSL, right? It's those 3 I just named, so yeah, just 3. Alright, anyway. Oracle will be the first thing to get constructed here. It is moving into this mineral field. There's nothing really here except for 2 queens. 3 workers. It's okay, it's okay. It's not too bad. Alright, Solar does make himself a couple of Spore Crawlers here this time around. Did not go for a Dark Templar defense. I guess, you know, people don't really go for that layer tech anymore that much, do they? Getting the Spore Crawlers is a bit more safe overall, as you will be prepared for either the Stargate or the Dark Templar. As opposed with, like, going for the quicker layer, you will have the Overseer. But that's not really going to help out that much against a Stargate opening, of course. So if you're not that familiar with what the Protoss is doing, you kind of just want to go for those spores. As you don't spend as much money either, right, on your defenses. Or well, the early on defense. And that means you're going to be a little bit more capable against the Adapt opening as well. Glaive opening. So overall, pretty safe. And they want to nerf Z. I think, honestly, Cynical Death, I think the Zergs are purposefully playing worse right now after they realize they are getting nerfed. They're like, alright, hold up guys, hold up. Stop winning things. Alright, we gotta give this a moment. Get that patch denied. Stop them from putting all that stuff through, and then we can start winning things again. And to be fair, Cyril's still winning everything. So, if you know it, Zergs still have him. I like to play some Zerg myself as well. Terran patch, yeah, it does seem to be a little bit of a Terran patch, but there's so many incredible Terrans as well, to be fair. It's rather nuts. It is rather nuts. Anyway, focusing on this game. There's a Spire being constructed. Except against Clem. Wait, is Cyril losing against Clem? When did this happen? Where did this happen? You got 2-3'd in Red Bull. Oh, wait. Cyril played in the Red Bull finals? Damn. Or are you talking about Raynor? Raynor does the finals always, right? I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, we have that Spire on the way. A little bit of harassment coming in from Estrella. Does look like, the Warpism. A little bit slow with coming in to save those boys. 4th base on the way for Solar. Where are those Mutties? They're still in production. Alright, so we're still good on that one. Roaches and Lynx are coming in here as well. Shouldn't be able to get anything done here, I'd say. More than enough Brodels. Oracles still flying around, patrolling the same area as these Lynx, actually. It's a bit awkward, isn't it? Anyway, right. These mutants, where are they planning to go? Just stocking up. Getting all of them together. And, well, there are shield batteries. There's a whole lot of shield batteries, actually. There's no defenses in the main base, though. So that could be a good place for Mr. Solar to start. But, oh, finds the War Prism first and foremost. That's a good start as well, of course. Might give Australia the opportunity to start building cannons and such in his main base. But we're not seeing them so far in the production tab. And, oh, there's no blink either. Australia, oi, 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 oi. Looks like he missed micro there a little bit. The stock is not chasing down the Mutalisk, losing 11 workers right now. And yeah, a small little delay in following those up with those Mutalisk is costing him quite dearly here. 18 workers so far getting destroyed. He should not be taking too much damage anymore from this point onwards, but man, that is definitely very rough. 20 some workers, right? 19 in, to be exact, but oof, that's a big deal. That's an incredibly big deal. All right, now what are we seeing as a follow-up here for Australia? He's adding in disruptors. I'm kind of curious to see if he's gonna try to get something done here. More blink stalkers this time around. Yeah, he does have the blink, so should be a little bit safer right now. But has to make a lot of stalkers, right? Stalkers don't do that well against Lynx. Might be difficult here. Oh my god, is Solar actually gonna just fight this? Does he have enough? He doesn't have enough, right? Oh my god, he might have enough. Hot diggity. Actually taking a pretty good trade here. Look at that. Targeting down the low HP stalkers as well. I don't think Australia really anticipated the Mutalisk coming back in here again. And he's losing his stalkers right now. Has to move back with all the other Protoss units as well. Just a couple of those Oracles and Archons remaining here. Looks like that is enough for Solar to just not jump on that location just yet. Mutalisk. Alright, well, Australia's had enough of this. Looks like he's adding in the +1 attack for the air weapons. He's adding in 2 extra Stargates as well. I think we're going to be seeing a whole lot of Mutalisks or Phoenixes being constructed here. Disruptor getting a pretty reasonable connection. Nice force fields there as well. Catching a lot of roaches on the retreating path. Australia still holds on here, but it's not looking good for him, guys. We cannot sugarcoat this one, unfortunately. The mass amounts of Phoenixes being constructed right now might be a good thing. But he's, you know what, they're still a little bit away, of course. You need to have a good bulk of them to really be able to combat 28 Mutalisk. Who already have the +1 and the +2 attack coming up as well, of course. And this big flower, this big bulk of Mutalisk is kind of difficult for Australia to really see the exact amount of Mutalisk that there are. But he does see that they are continuously being reinforced. Trying to get himself some damage there, perhaps. You know what, get those stocks out of position again as well. Getting more of those worker kills. And then coming in with the Lynx on this left side. Disruptor needs to shoot his little ball of fury. Okay, a lot of stuff happening here for Australia. Those Phoenixes. Okay, the Phoenixes have showed themselves now. He only has 6 of them so far. 3 more every time being constructed, of course, but that's a lot of micro here. That needs to be done for our Protoss. Ay, 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 ay. Is he gonna be okay? Is he gonna be okay? I think he is. Okay, he is gonna be okay. Alright, but, I mean, overall, in the end, 5 base economy for Solar. Hydralisk on the way. Hydras do pretty darn solid against Phoenixes. Okay, we have some nice micro though for Australia. Hydras also do incredible against Stalkers, of course. I think Australia needs to try and transition out of the Stalker Phoenix now. But still, I mean, there's still 27 Mutalisk though. just incredibly hard. But now, yeah, here we go. He's fighting against just a big clump of those Hydras. Not really a nice position to be in. Maybe he will be able to just get harassment damage done with those Phoenixes. That'd be nice. I think that's his one way back into this, but he needs to get some damage done soon. As this is just a rough position overall, right? Okay, he is getting himself Colossus. He realizes that he needs to start transitioning. Oh, gets a nice couple of those Hydras here. It's another one. This is always worth, right? Just a slow whittle at the backside of the Zerg. Loses one of the Oracles, actually. He lost both Oracles now, hasn't he? Yeah, he has, so it's going to be even more difficult now to keep tabs on those the flock of Mutas. Making more Colossi. Solar might be able to get the deny on this thing. No, we'll just move backwards. Might go back in again, though, with those Hydras and the Banelings here. He's looking for it. I think he's really looking for it. Is he looking for it? Okay, one Colossi here now. Ooh. Doesn't have extended thermal lance yet, though. Oh, my dear lord. He hasn't even started extended thermal lance yet. Ay, 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 ay. Right, that base doesn't get cancelled either. Good amount of money now getting, unfortunately, not really what he wants. Corruptus on the production tab. I mean, even if Estrella wins this fight, I think Solar still in the favorite position here. He kills off all the Mutalisk, which is great, but I mean, he's still making Colossi. He still doesn't have extended thermal lance, and we have 11 Corruptus now on the production tab. These Hydras getting picked off though, that is always nice, but the army supply for Solar, it's not lying. That's a that's a scary force that should be more than capable of beating back this small outcropping of Protoss forces. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, well, nice blink into the choke point there. Gonna deny a lot of those links from doing maximum amounts of damage, but it's still slowly but surely gonna get whittled away here. Right, so actually not committing there. Alright, that's fine. That's fine. Storm now being planned number 3? Number 4? I lost count here, guys. It is getting rather ridiculous. But yeah, Solar, it looks like he is just going to be able to, well, get further and further ahead in this one. Estrella, you gotta commend him for not giving up here, of course. Doesn't want to go into a game number 3 here. I don't blame him. I mean, you're up against Solar. I wouldn't want to play 3 games against Solar either. I could just end it on 2 games. I'd much prefer that. Oh, Storm not available just yet. Those Banelings getting so close to the High Templar. Yep, they're dead. Yep, that's GG. That is the GG. Alright, we're gonna go into game number 3, guys. Yeah, Solar definitely taking the reins of that one. And Estrella playing a little bit more standard. But overall, the standard, I'd say, is more favored towards Zerg recently anyway, right? Than Protoss. At least that's what I've been seeing happening a lot more. We're gonna have to wait for the 3rd map here. But yeah, Estrella, unfortunately, not taking game number 2 as well. The Mutalisk just doing too much damage, I'd say, honestly. And then Estrella just never really having moments where he had an actual counter to what Solar was doing, right? Like, whenever you made a counter, he was like having a fight on his side of the map. Then he moved across the map with the counter, but then at the time when he arrived on the other side, Solar already had the anti-counter to whatever Estrella was doing, right? And then just blew him up, or just flew Corruptus into the Colossi, or anything really, right? So yeah, a bit unfortunate that for Estrella. Needs to get something to work in his game number 3. Also, Danielson BB, thank you for that follow. Dan Clan as well, thank you for the follow as well. Bob Digital 82, Sutton Button, Pasmanian 780. And Sanctosai Mihun, thank you for the follow as well. So guys, much appreciated. I hope you're still having some fun here with the StarCraft 2. The StarCraft 2 extravaganza. It's hot on track. Solar versus Estrella. I guess we can forgive Australia for not taking game number 2, but alright, go game number 3. That's right, that's right. We kind of have to, don't we? I mean, I hope he can forgive himself, though. That's the big deal here. I would love to see another one of those robo openings, honestly. I'm not sure how much it was dependent on him getting that amount of drone damage done as well, right? With the initial adepts. But it just seems very strong right now. I'm not sure if Solar can just adjust because he just didn't realize what was coming at him that first game. And now he's just going to be more on top of scouting. I mean, it would make sense for him. Now has to take that entire build into account as well. But game number 2, he was kind of playing the standard game, right? He got himself the spore crawlers. He got all that normal stuff that you would normally really get in the normal setup. Well, the standard, the meta, right? Against either the Dark Templar, Stargate opening, or the Adept Glaive opening. And I'm not sure how well that does against the robotics facility that we did see from game number 1. Arfi, hello, my dude. What's up? Estrella fighting, exactly. So that is gonna stay that way, man. Oh boy. Alright, anyway. I didn't do any introductions, just said, oh, that's the denial on that hatchery. That's a good start. Anyway, into the top right side, got his hatch blocked here for a little bit. He's the Red Zerg. He is none other than Triumphant Sun Gaming Solar. Bottom left, blue Protoss. Alpha X's one and only American. He is Estrella. Estrella already taking one game here. On match point. I mean, if he wins this game, that means he will move onwards to the second stage of the groups here. Apparently, somebody wants a mod in the channel. What happens to Estrella versus Hurricane? Hurricane, unfortunately, didn't... he wasn't here. We couldn't get a hold of him. We really tried. We tried calling him. We tried messaging him. We tried contacting his team manager. We then also tried contacting him. None of which really helped, unfortunately. And now we're here. So we're hoping that Hurricane will show up for the loser match. Right? Hurricane versus Cure might then be a thing. But we had to give Estrella the free win here in that match. So it's a bit unfortunate, but hey, that's where we're at right now. Oh, Estrella still roaming the front door here of Solar. And getting the hatch block like this, right? That's how he opened up with the first game as well. He didn't get this Stargate though. But this might be a better map for Stargate overall. We'll have to wait and see. Kind of hoping that we're seeing the adepts come across the map here again. That's exactly what is happening. The Overlord sees the adept actually, so moves wisely away from that probe chasing with those circlings. Doesn't want to lose them unnecessarily. Third base for Solar, now in construction as well. So we have the warp gate for Estrella being constructed. Second adept now joining in as well. Let's see what he can get done. Just one tiny Ling here. Comes in for the scouts. Oh, that might be rough. Should be able to get the free scout here on that Stargate. Just for the cost of one Ling. Let's say, yeah, well, it's pretty much free, isn't it? It's as free as it gets, really, for a Zerg. Estrella now trying to get rid of it with some probes. Okay, has an adept instead. That is always nice. Yeah. Targets down some more Lings here. Not really finding that damage that we saw in game number 1 yet, though. And with the Stargate opening, we're gonna have to wait and see how this is gonna go. But, yeah, Solar definitely adjusting to what he saw in the previous games here. Like, having the weaker adept in the back there. Solar really shouldn't take any damage here. Already having a spore on the way in that main base. Only his natural base a little bit open here. Moves one of the queens away though. Gives this Oracle a little bit more time. But then again, only 2 kills, of course. Not what you're really looking for. And we'll be able to pick off that Overlords. Some links coming across the map here. I'm not sure if he actually is planning to get a cancel on that third. Will not be able to do so. Too many adepts. And a Roach Warren coming down, actually. Alright, I'm down for the Roach Warren. Let's see, this natural base, okay, also now has a Spore Crawler. So we saw one of the games go into favor here for Cure, of course, in that previous best of 3. Solo not making Spore Crawlers versus a player who made a lot of benches. I say a lot, it was like 3 or 2, something like that. But yeah, more than enough than you need to one-shot drones. Small cluster of these adepts now. Actually, nice spreading out. We'll be able to come in with these 2. Cancels the other group. So there we have it, actually. Already 3 workers are gonna get destroyed. 5 now. That's worth it. I'd say 5 workers for 2 adepts. Yeah, not too bad. Comes in with the oracles again as well. More drone damage. Ooh, almost gets 2 more there. Brings it down to 10 worker kills in total so far. And again, these Links not going to be able to find much to really pick off on the other side. Is Solar... Oh, yo. Is this scouted? I don't think Estrella scouted it. He's not building more shield pad. Okay, well, I think he did. There's the cannons. Those queens might still need a bit of time here. Oh, the cannons are on top of each other. Estrella knows he's building everything he can right now. Putting down a status trap as well. Oh, it does get set off by that one Ling, though. That's a big deal. That's a very big deal. Yeah, everything on top of each other like this. The bios will be incredibly impactful, of course. Will Estrella have enough to hold here? Those cannons need to finish up. Come on, cannons. Oh, it's just barely not in time here. I think Estrella was a little bit too slow with realizing what was coming his way. And none of these shield batteries, none of the cannons really giving any impact on this game right now. The Oracles trying the best to keep the Zerg at bay, but the Queens here as well, providing assistance. This is a very rough watch, guys, but it looks like Solar will be able to start rolling Estrella here. And there it is. GG is called. Man, that is unfortunate. That is incredibly unfortunate for our Alpha X player. Yeah. Did get a little bit of work damage done there. But ultimately, it just wasn't enough. Wasn't enough. That means we're gonna go into a potential loser bracket. Well, loser match. Let me see, actually, if Hurricane is in the chat right now. I don't think he is, so that could be a problem. Anyway, guys, make sure to check out that Matcherino page. !Matcherino. Get your... I mean, Estrella's not out of this one yet, guys. He still has a chance. But anyway, I'm gonna go with a quick ad break and head to the toilet real quick, alright? Two quick things. Alright, be right back. One moment, please. As the videos are continuing. Oh, I'm not allowed to? Oh well, screw it. Apparently somebody else did it already. Alrighty. Did I miss? I didn't miss. I didn't miss it. That's good. So yeah. It looks like Hurricane's still not here. So yeah, a bit unfortunate, but hey, that does mean Estrella is going to get himself a quick second best of 3 match here. And well, it's going to be a tough one. It's going to be another tough one. He got so close to beating Solar there the previous game, though. I mean, game 2 wasn't as close. Game 3, I'd say it was pretty close. It was pretty close. If he was a little bit quicker with the scouts, seeing those queens coming across, I think he would have had a good chance here. Hurricane, no participate. He's offline. The admin calling it there. So, unfortunately, time of death for Hurricane. 12:04. 04. Wow, somewhere around that time park. Anyway, so yeah. Estrella now, you know what? Still on the verge of advancing. Will he be able to do so? We're gonna have to wait and see. It would be nice, of course. We don't have that many Protoss in this tournament right now. He's definitely still gonna be an underdog in our tournaments as well, but he already is here anyway, right? So if he takes it here, who knows what's gonna happen? Who knows? Mr. Max. I hope the best for him, of course. A lovely guy. Always very very helpful whenever he's you know, a couple of times now I've been fortunate enough to have him as a co-caster, and he's just continuously like telling me everything I need to know. And always very helpful, always giving insights, always willing to discuss everything, right? Not one of those players that's like, well, I don't really want to discuss this type of stuff, because then people will know that how I approach this, and I'll be an easier target. No, he's always willing to help out people in a way, and well, let's hope that he is going to be able to get himself through here. Although, you know what, it's a big hill to climb, of course. Wait, hold up. Zengak Hona. Just gonna call you Sen, okay? Sen, thank you for that follow. I appreciate it. Cure of versus wait, what? Piker? Is that laughing? Are you laughing at me? Are you laughing at me, Sen? Alright. Party invite me a sec. Let's get into the lobby then. Invite. Ooh, otherwise could cause lobby bug. Alright, well, this is interesting. This is interesting. Alright, so anyway. Yeah, guys, remember the Matcherino page. There's a lovely code you can use, ! Matcherino, if you haven't already, and that's gonna bring you, well, bring you in a good mood, because you just added a bit of money to a StarCraft 2 player's pocket, right? Actually, a couple of them. And if we all do it, it's gonna help out a ton. It's gonna improve the overall tournaments, right? As these players, they'll see the prize pool growing and realize, you know what, I really gotta try hard for this one. Because that prize pool's pretty darn juicy. It's already pretty darn juicy, I'd say. But then again, it is a 7-day tournament, so it better be. Also, of course, we have the replay pack there. The replay pack, always available for anyone to pick up. You can also become a Patreon supporter, and that will also grant you access to a lot of the replays in the replay packs. But if you just want this one, then, well, I didn't think you would actually type ! Replay pack. If you type ! Matcherino, that's where the replay pack is. Matcherino, it's over here. So yeah, the entire replay pack for all 7 days. It is $10, but you know what? You'll be supporting StarCraft 2 players once again, and it's a whole lot of the replays. And you can give your caster a tip on Matcherino as well. Yeah, that's true. That's the thing as well. There's the caster tip jar on the second page, I believe. So if you want that to happen, Windhav, thank you. Thank you for mentioning that. Oh, Lord, been watching through the YouTube series. Ah, nice, nice. Well, you're live now, so welcome. Welcome to the stream. With all its lovely downtime sometimes, and apparently mishaps with players not showing up. So it's not the best the best ever moment to see a live one. But then again, I suppose we do have a great series so far, right? That PvC was pretty darn epic, especially game number 1. Oh my. Upsets always get the blood boiling a little bit, right? Maybe not boiling, the wrong word, but it's kind of like you get a bit anxious. It's like, oh, it's you know, always nice to have a surprise happen, right? Unfortunately, it didn't pull through completely. That would have made my day entirely. But you know what? It might still happen. Although I feel like this is a tougher matchup overall for Estrella, for him. Cure possibly a little bit above in the caliber over Solar, I'd say. I might be wrong, but especially in the online cups, Cure just, I mean, he's just always a beast, isn't he? I'm having a hard time remembering a moment in time where Cure didn't at least get into the finals of online cups wherever he joins, but we're gonna have to wait and see. Who knows? This top right red Terran player, Dragon Phoenix Gaming, Cure. Bottom left, there's the blue Protoss. He is fighting for, well, a chance to continue onwards in the second group stage. He is none other than the American, the Alpha X player, Estrella. That's what we call the AAA man. Wasn't this supposed to be Solar versus Cure? Yeah, well, we already had Solar versus Cure earlier today. And unfortunately, well, Cure lost against, well, should I say, I guess, well, you know, you already got it figured out because we're seeing this one. So Cure lost against Solar. And then we had Estrella versus Solar. And now we're having Estrella versus Cure. This is happening because Hurricane, unfortunately, was a no-show, so we had to forfeit his matches. Very unfortunate, but hey, that's where we're at. That's where we're at. Alright. The matches between Solar and Cure actually also pretty darn epic. I think especially that third game. Was it the third game? Yeah, the map, the Zen map. Oh my god, that was juicy. Absolutely lovely. Alright, anyway. Let's see what these guys are up to. Pretty standard stuff. Alright, let's continue on with just talking smack about whatever the hell we want. Oh. Trying to hide a little SCV there for a moment. Kind of hoping for Estrella still to move on, of course. We already have, I think, 4 really strong Terrans, right? No, wait, this might be the 4th Terran to join us in the round of 8, if this will be a victory for Cure. And I mean, I don't mind it. I like Terrans. I play a lot of Terran myself. But seeing Terrans wipe the floor with Protosses in the round of 8 is something I wouldn't mind seeing as well, of course. So then again, it might just happen here. So, you know what? Maybe I'm just being too picky. Oh, nice with the sentry here. Good micro. Will he be able to get him? Oh, it's so close. He does get the full scout there. Does see that Twilight Council. Yeah. Alright, so he's pretty aware that this is a standard opening for Estrella. Most likely will be the Blink opening, of course, seeing that Stalker there as well. Lolleat Beast, thank you for that follow as well as Big Yellow Taxi. Big Yellow Taxi, actually. I missed you there earlier on, but thank you for that follow, nonetheless. We're also having a standard opening here for Cure. It looks like, you know what, Terrans, they always say that this is, you know what, the Blink Stalker is the counter to the Widowmine drop. Yet every single time they still like to go for the Widowmine drop. 100%. They do not mind whatsoever. Now this Phoenix here will be able to get a scout off. Let's see. Oh, See, of course, there's a Widow Mine. There's the medevac still in production. 2 barracks next to it. I feel like this is the standard play here for... Oh wow, even gets to chase that medevac here for a while. So sees exactly where it's going to. Has to change his trajectory. And Australia kind of anticipating, right? This might happen. So he's sending a stalker here as well. And look at that. Lovely timed out. Sees this medevac and already intercepting it across the map here. Doesn't want to get shot by a Widow Mine though, of course. Needs to stay careful, but this is some nice play here so far. Though it does look like he lost track of it now. Stalker's just moving backwards. Anyway, what was I saying? I thought I was talking about something else. Anyway, we'll just continue on this. Maybe, if it was important, I'm sure it will come back to me. Oh, I think it was about Cure. And how this is pretty much his standard play. Like his TVP builds. What I always see him do. Get those 2 tech labs on the factory and the starports after getting himself the Widow Mine drop ready. And then just start up the Marauder production. We are going to see a +1 as well, right? There it is. And he's just going to go for a 2-base attack here. 2-base attack, always quite capable of dishing out quite a hefty punch. Gonna have to wait and see if that's going to be the case here as well. There's a lot of gateways though for Australia coming down. Also getting himself +1 and +1. That's interesting. Even getting himself charge. Right after the blink. Now there's no Templar Archives or anything like that just yet. So I'm kind of interested in seeing where he's gonna take this one. But yeah, we'll have to be a little bit patient. Medevac coming in for round number 2. There's no stalkers here in the natural base though. Actually, they are trying to scout for any potential medevac coming in. But yeah, he's not expecting the medevac to be coming in from this side. Only now putting down the pylon there. It's not going to be in time to scout this. He's going to have to pull the probes. He's going to have to do it quick. As soon as that medevac comes in. And be surprised that Cure goes in as soon as he has this little bit of a scramble here at the front door. Okay, doesn't commit just yet. I think that this would be a good time, right? Having Australia being distracted on this side here. And there he goes. Yeah, exactly. Australia busy with his stalkers. Doesn't see the Widow Mines come in. And that is going to be a whole lot of damage. 9 workers. In fact, worth its trouble for sure. Very unfortunate for Australia. And now, yeah, he would have seen it now, but... Right? I don't think you can get past this way anymore without getting scouted. As you can see, this is kind of where the map ends, near those doodads. Anyway, another drop coming in. As well as 2 follows coming in there. No, actually 3. No, wait, 2. 2, I already... Disco Pancake and Craig Cowley, thank you for the follows as well. Welcome to the team. The X team. If you were to count with the alphabetical order, it would be quite a lot higher than the A team, of course, in the ranking. Oh, we do have a fight here. Those Widow Mines don't get their shots off. There's more Widow Mines in the back, though. No conclusive shells available right now. The conclusive shells would have been the ultimate conclusive, you know what, upgrade, of course, yeah, but not part of the series just yet. Oh, the Widow Mine, just barely not getting the connection there. Nice force fields, once again, catching a lot of those Marines. Cure trying to save them, but not really being able to do so. Just saving 1. The previous time was a bit more successful. Colossi coming in now as well. Would like to see some of those probes transfer, perhaps. And Australia looking into how he's going to get himself a 4th base here. With these Marines and Marauders everywhere on his doorstep. Getting +2/+2 quite early on as well, actually. Look at that. That's going to give him a 2 upgrade advantage here for quite a while, actually. Okay, we'll be able to clean this up. A rather aggressive blink forward. Let's lose a couple of those stocks, maybe because of this, but we'll be able to clean this up as well now. It's alright, it's alright. Is it too much damage that he took, though, cleaning that up? Because if we look at the army supply, still 81 versus 60. There's a new clump of units right here available. Estrella, luckily for him though, decided to move everything he has towards this location. He's gonna have to cancel this base though, perhaps? Yeah, definitely. Oh, no cancel. Ay, ay, ay. And what's this? Again from Estrella, we're not seeing that extended to the Milan's being upgraded here. I'm not sure if this is a choice, or if he's just... I don't know, maybe this is just an unlucky day for our Max Angel boy. Again, coming in here. Might want to blink. No, doesn't want to blink on top of that. Right, place it safe, place it cool. A big run by though from Cure. A whopping of Zealots, and the Colossi does keep him at bay. But still, that's that fourth base here delayed by an enormous amount of time. And we have Cure just kind of transitioning into the next stage of play here. Getting himself the Ghost Academy. Let's take a look overall at how these guys traded so far. And yeah, so you can see actually, well, a lot less gas being lost here by our blue Protoss. But overall, the minerals, jeez Louise, that's quite a hefty difference, of course. Losing a lot of those Zealots as it meets shields continuously. Things have slowed down overall, though. Estrella's vision is very nice as well. We have to commend him for that one. Staying on top of things here. Once again, we're having the two-pronged attack, though. The pincer maneuvers from Cure. Moving in with the army on the bottom right and on the top left side there. See if that is going to get scouted here by Estrella. Okay, well, he will walk into that pylon. And into this one as well. So getting rid of those scouting pylons already, of course. A great way to continue onwards. Ooh, that's a nice one. Let's see, two Widow Mines, though. One Marine coming in to see if there's any Blink Stalkers here. He's going to go for a big drop into the natural base. I don't think it would be a good choice here. Estrella has to take it into account as a possibility now, though, of course. Still no extended thermalons, and at this point I can't really call this a thing by choice anymore. I really do think Estrella just a little bit unlucky with his upgrades today. Is transitioning into those disruptors. Right, he's like, can I move this army away already? Are you still trying this potentially? Yes, he is. Yes, he is, Estrella. He's getting himself the Dark Shrine as well, actually. I'm loving the Dark Shrine choice. I think that one is incredibly important here to have, of course. Just 4 medevacs. Like, dear lord, if only he had like one Phoenix right now, right? Just force them out of there. It's not the case, though. Is he gonna try to commit in this fight? He still doesn't have extended thermalons. I don't think he really realized either. Okay, there is the first shot. Kills off 2 of his own Zealots there, unfortunately. I still don't think he realizes this could be a problem. He does have +3/+3 right now, finishing up though, so... Ground weapons level 3 and armor already available. Getting the Blink upgrade as well for the Dark Templars. Great tool in the Protoss arsenal, of course, for that late game. And let's see if he might be able to get lucky here with the disruptor shots. Cure just 2 on top of things. Oh, massive EMP. 3 disruptors at the same time after that one. Trying to keep that Terran army at bay. So he really needs to here. Stargates being constructed now as well. Just a single one, actually. Nothing else just yet. Oh, fusion core. Alright, that is for the Liberator range. 3 command centers as well. For some reason I felt like Cure doesn't even really need the Liberators against the Disruptors here. He's just being so good at keeping Estrella busy on this side of the map. He's just not taking any damage whatsoever. Trading okay as well. There's 3 cannons here, Cure. I mean, I know you have a gazillion medevacs, but is this a thing you can do? Is this a thing you can do? I guess it is. The Blink DTs are gonna blink right on top. And what is happening here? as a game. Guys! What was that? It's the worst timing for that to happen. Alright, well, Cure still holds on. And Estrella is going on a counter-attack with this force right here, but, I mean, he is losing his natural base. The scans continuously getting rid of the Dark Templar here. Nice blink forward, making the targeting a little bit more difficult. Okay, Estrella does keep him at bay here. But still, these non-extended thermal lance Colossi, not the greatest tool, unfortunately. It's a weird one there. A weird lag spike, honestly. Well, as I said, it does happen sometimes on the Korean surface for some reason. There is the nuke as well now being constructed. Estrella adding in 2 more Stargates and a fleet beacon as well. Alright. So let's see if he does... Ooh, a massive Widowmine there, actually. Let's see if he does decide to go for those carriers. And there's finally... Oh, thank the Lord. Extended thermal lance, it is going to be a thing. He's going to have to hit himself on the head for that one. Right, that is... that's a big deal. Okay, hello, sir. Where are you off to? Right, off into the sunset it goes. Ay, I don't think this is spotted. Oh, the probe's just in the nick of time, actually. 6 of them still go down, though. That's massive. A second nuke on the way. And, well, I mean, even if the nukes don't really land, right, it's costing Estrella a lot of time to just kind of look around and keep tabs on his opponent here. Okay, does get to see with the scouting pylons that there is an army on the right side as well. Needs to get rid of this ghost, though. What is happening here? We're watching an epic TVP. Oh, there we have another one. Alright, this time right on top of that Nexus here. Will Estrella be able to see it again in time? Oh, why would you warp in units here? I guess that's okay. Did he lose the Observer here? I think he did. Killing the Observer with that nuke. That's fun, though. That is fun. Okay. Then, I mean, Estrella is getting himself a maxed army supply, right? Would love to see him get a couple more carriers. He still has like 17 supply here to fill up. Oh, that scan just barely not hitting this carriers there. Okay, now he's going to show them as this army is coming in here. The disruptor shot going the wrong way. And there we have it now, realizing the carriers are a thing. Immediately we're seeing 5 Vikings in the production tab. Oh, alright, another nuke. This time around on this base, the 4th one. And this is the 3rd nuke. Where is this ghost? Okay, it gets scouted rather quickly. Sends a couple of his forces. Doesn't have stealth detection just yet, though. Oh my god, all the disruptors getting targeted down. Out of position there, a little bit of the wrong path. And Cure just jumping right on top of it. And also a drop in the natural base. Estrella taps out, doesn't feel like he can take it anymore. And he was taking quite a bit of a beating there. Cure on a big supply, a big bank as well. I don't blame him, honestly, for leaving that one. Overall, that was just rough. That was just rough. Cure slowly but surely dismantling his opponent there. Always having a great army, never really allowing Estrella to move out, right? Keeping his 2 forces on either side, never really taking a massive fight for a long period of time. So all those Marauders, all those Marines, all the medevacs, they stayed alive for the longest amount of time. Keeping Estrella from expanding. And yeah, just well played overall. Estrella not being able to find himself in a position where he actually did get stuff done. You're going to bed, Piker? Alright, that's all good, my dude. Have a good one. Have a good one. Thanks for dropping by anyway, right? Much appreciated, dude. Much appreciated. Okay, so Cure now on match points. Is he going to be able to take this one? Is Estrella, unfortunately, after getting himself a couple of great games, just going to get knocked out of the bracket here? Out of the tournaments overall. Could definitely happen. Also, of course, guys, thank you for the follows. There were some more over there. No chill for real. Oh, I like that one. Really, Kozan likes the real chill. Hauki 4. Tagged once. And that's it. Yeah, that's the ones I missed there, I think. Already called out Disco Pancake and Craig Cowley, so I'm not gonna do that one again. Although I did. What are you gonna do? What you gonna do? I just wanted to say Disco Pancake again. Alright? That's all I wanted. That's all I wanted from this cast. And by gosh darn, I definitely did get it there. Alright, anyway. In the bottom right side, here we have him on match point. Will he be able to close it out? I think a lot of people will say, well, probably. But you know what? Things can always go wrong. And we had some close calls here and there, I suppose, for his army a couple of times. But you know what? He kept his head cool, continuously controlling whatever he needed to. He's the Red Terran from Dragon Phoenix Gaming. He is Cure. And his opponent having some solid maneuvers, but of course, I mean, is he up to the task here? Is he up for the challenge against these incredible Korean high-level players? Let's see. He already showed us that he is pretty darn capable himself of taking some games and making it pretty close. He's the Blue Protoss. He's the American Alpha Axis Estrella. Alright. Estrella looking for the proxy racks. Doesn't want this one to end too quickly. Gonna go for the Nexus before the Cybercore. Let's see. Well, Cure is gonna add the Reaper here, first and foremost. What could be the plan here for Estrella? What is the contingency plan? He's on his last leg here, right? It's all coming down to this. There's no reasons to hide anything. There's no reasons to really not try the best that you can. Bring your A game to the table here. Your A build. A build. To bring A build to the table. Aye, aye, aye. Alright, bunker. In a good position here. Estrella, of course, a little bit slow with the Cybercore, so isn't going to have that Stalker up just yet. He is going to chrono it out. But I'm not sure if he's going to see this bunker before it gets too close to finishing up here. He's pulling 3 probes. Let's just hope he is going to be able to keep that Reaper at bay. He doesn't want to let the Reaper go forwards. Aye, 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 aye. That's a complete. That is rough. Now he's going to have to get himself a shield battery here. Mining will be denied for quite a long time. As always, a great thing. Something new Protoss, or, well, yeah, they kind of have to deal with right now. I like this sentry, though. Might be able to get a little bit of a force field in between the bunker and the Reaper. Did you lose a worker? Yeah, he did. Alright. Stalker here rather low. There we go. Okay. Does get into the range of that shield battery. I'm just gonna hop into the main base. Alright, so he gets a whole lot of the night mining and... oh, wow. He doesn't actually get the scout. Doesn't commit into the mineral line there. I was hoping he was going to keep that one alive. Wasn't able to do so. So, you know what? He is not aware what attack routes Estrella is going down to. But he's just playing it casual. He's playing it standard. And that's what Estrella is kind of doing as well, right? He's getting himself the Blink Stalkers here. As standard as it gets, I'd say, in the PvT matchup right now. Blink versus the Widowmine drop. Also, that first game, of course... again, right, we saw the Widowmine connection in that second base. 9 probes did fall, immediately putting Estrella quite backwards overall. He did get a good scout with his hallucinated Phoenix that game as well, though, but Unfortunately, it just came back with a vengeance at some later point in time where he didn't have vision as he was busy microing his stalkers on the other side of the map. Now this time around, again, he does manage to see this. So we'll be able to kind of intercept the Widowmine drop from going in initially. So be careful though, not walking into the Widowmines by mistake. Of course, you still need stuff in your main base as well to defend this with Estrella. That's where he wants to go. Alright, just waddles them in, actually. Oh, tries to block them off with the probe there. I like that. It's pretty cool. Okay, gets one of the probes, gets two probes. So minimum damage is pretty much accomplished here, but maybe they're going to be able to get the save now. Okay, they are going to go down. So only two probes. Not too bad, not too bad. Estrella is still in a pretty good position here. That work accounts 70 or 47 to 43. A slight edge for Estrella as well. But of course, as is kind of the Terran tradition, looks like we will be having a follow-up attack here. He's making an armory as well, actually. I think he's going to go into very quick Widowmine drilling claws. And then try to go with an attack like that. Just start up Widowmine drilling claws right here with the second factory. And then move across the map. He's not making more Widowmines though. Could it be just for upgrades? Estrella didn't really get to see any of this, right? On this side of the base. He also isn't getting a good read on the overall bio unit numbers. Which Cure is doing a great job for, just kind of keeping hidden. But also, of course, in the middle of the bases. So, Blink Stalkers aren't just going to be able to just jump into that main base and kill off absolutely everything. Also, Steph, I'm a little bit late, but still, thank you for that follow, dude. Much appreciated. I was just rambling on about some other stuff. Okay, so there is the Drilling Claws upgrade. It's making more Widowmines now. Starts maneuvering himself across the map. This Stalker here does get the full scout off. And most Stalkers will be coming in as well, trying to facilitate some sort of help. Okay, sees one of the medevacs going to the north here. I'm not sure if he noticed though. I'm not seeing much of a response just yet. Okay, he is adding in a cannon. That is a big deal actually. Against those drilling claws, you want to have that vision, of course. Makes it a bit more difficult as well for the medevac and the Widowmines to really get in there. Alright, but yeah, so far no warp-ins here in the main base. We do have the stocks as well, kind of jumping away here. Not quite getting everything done. Estrella does pull away in time, it looks like. Oh, again, only losing 2 workers. And the cannon, you know what, showing its worth here. Oh, we have a fight in the middle as well. A lot of zealots here. Reconstructed. Estrella really favors the gateway army first and foremost. Might be able to get this medevac here. Nice interception. Let's have a stalker here as well. Still looking at that third base. Doesn't see a third base right there right now, but oh, those Widowmines. Oh, those Widowmines pretty big. And a lot of zealots actually kind of getting thwarted by their own their own force fields here. This is quite a cool build actually from Cure. These quick Widowmine drilling claws really coming nicely into play here. Getting nice connections again against Estrella. And it works out great against our blue Protoss, right? As he does love to go for a heavy gateway style. Those zealots with the charge, they are taking a massive beating right now and just not trading out favorably whatsoever against the Widowmines. I think we might be at a tipping point here, guys. The bio is rather low. They don't have that much health remaining, but there is, of course, a medevac, another medevac on the way that still have quite a bit of energy. So Estrella is short on time, really, to make this work. Nice blink micro, trying to get as much done. You know what, actually, the bio really getting low now. There's so many Widowmines still, though. Gotta be careful. Losing the robotics facility, losing his entire infrastructure here on the left side as well. Estrella has to clean up this minefields before he can really engage the Marauders, but this is a rough call, a very rough position. And now Widowmines coming into the mineral line here as well. Probes have to be pulled away, and that's some nice connections actually. Okay, again, great. You know what? Overall blink. Micro needs to move his probes back. That's right. He holds on, but at what cost, right? He lost 14 workers, he lost a lot of his production infrastructure, right? Tech-wise, he lost the robotics facility, he still has the robotics base, so that's a big deal. I suppose as soon as he has the robotics facility, he will be able to start up the Colossi production, or disruptor production, depending on what he wants. But I'm not sure. Cure still, though, he has that third base mining now. Look at the amount of mining that he's doing. Hold up. Look at that. Look at that big red spike there going down to the bottom into the favor for Cure. And this fight here as well. I mean, again, a Widowmine connection not going off there, actually. Would have been nice for Australia, but not just quite happening. He's adding in 2 robotics facilities now, actually. Both of them over here. He needs to get that producing. You know what? He needs to get extended thermal lance as well if he wants these Colossi. Oh, dear Lord. Maybe he just doesn't think it's as important right now, as he just needs to have more units at the moment. You might be right. Actually, he holds on again here. It's a bit of a better trade there, I'd say. But there's still so many bio. There's a lot of medeffects now as well, right? So it's a lot more easy for this small clump of bio to just continuously stim in and pick off units. They're not really losing units themselves anymore. Look at that. Killing like 4-3 zealots every time and losing a marine or a marauder in exchange. Those are some great trades. The Colossi, though, does make his appearance. Keep things a little bit safe now for the time being. Oh, he doesn't see the 3 medevacs coming in here. Quite a couple of marauders actually in all of those 2 Widowmines as well. Oh, ooh, he might see now. Did he? I don't know if he did. I don't think so. As the drop unloads fully into the main base, targeting down the forges here. Slowing down the overall upgrade production for Australia. He already has +2/+2. He wants to get a medevac that doesn't quite get it. Another attack coming in for Cure though on the bottom side. As Australia is trying to get the pressure off his back. Sending in Zealots here on a run-by. Getting a good amount of SCVs actually. Nice targeting there. But at the same time, of course, these Widowmines. Oi, 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 oi. Continuously the bane of Australia's existence. A nice split off with that Zealot though. Well done there, but yeah, immediately as soon as he got something going in his favor, Cure is there just to retaliate immediately. And gets a great Widowmine connection on his probes. This is Australia. Okay, he sees this drop is still here. Might be able to pick away at those medevacs from this location. Would be nice. There we go. Yep, gets 1 at least. Overall, if we look at the supplies now, guys, I'm not sure if this is spelling a great story for Australia. And again, we're not seeing the extended thermal lance upgrade. I mean, it must be by choice right now, right? This is the 3rd game that we haven't seen that one. But anyway, GG is called. Getting a little bit out of position there. And, well, Cure just too gosh darn good. Too solid. Finding all the places of weakness there for Australia and abusing the heck out of it. Anyway, so yeah. It's no surprise. No surprise Cure does move onwards. It would have been nice. Australia definitely giving a great fight there. Showing some great matches overall. Having a good showing today, I'd say. But you know what? When you're up against these top-notch Korean players, it is just it's a whole different story, right? It is just not meant to be here, unfortunately. Anyway, Volume Rain and SC2 Coach as well. Thank you for those follows, guys. Hope you had a good time here. Now, we will be back with more games later on, of course. Let me take a quick glance at when this tournament is continuing. I think it's going to be on Friday. No, wait, actually, let me see. Yeah, it's going to be this Friday. Also, we're going to have another tournament coming up as well. Sniper, thanks for the bits, dude. Always here to support us. Man, every time. Every time. Alright, anyway, let me take a quick glance here. So yeah, we're going to be moving onwards. Let me refresh this quickly. I'm sure Cynical Death has already updated everything as per usual. Because he's just, you know what, loving everything he does. He's just a god amongst men. Anyway, Dream, Innovation, TY, Rogue, Zest, Scarlet, Solar, and Cure will be our group that advances towards the group stage number 2. Right here, we have 4 Terrans, actually. That's quite a good amount of Terran. Unfortunately, only a single Protoss and 3 Zergs accompanying the bunch as well. So we still have all 3 races. We might still have all 3 races in the best of 5 playoffs, right? Because, you know, the Protoss is, of course, Zest. It's going to come down to who he's going to be facing in the second group stage here. Anyway, that's going to be played on May 22nd. Hope to get you guys there. Let me quickly see my Discord as well, as we have another tournament coming up, guys. Let me see quickly. Let me just talk to you about the dates, because they did change here for a little bit. When the next thing is happening. Oh, there it is. Wait, okay. No, wait. I'm actually in the wrong place. I need to look at this one. There it is. Okay. Alright, guys. This is a big tournament, actually. This is one of the bigger tournaments that we've casted. It's going to be a 2,000 minimum prize pool. It's going to have Rogue, Innovation, Zest, Zoo, TY, Stats, Scarlet, Cure, Trap, Laser, Clem, Zaun, Rainer, Time, Estrella, and Dream, I believe. It's a pretty darn good lineup, right? Let me see. Do we already have a... I don't think we have a... We might already have a Liquipedia. Oh, yeah, we do. Okay, so let me open up that Liquipedia as well, because that tournament is coming up a little bit earlier on, and we'd love to have you guys there, of course. Not a true, but really, Kozan. It could be, my man, it could be. Potentially, Kozan. Who knows, but, alright, let me show you guys. Let me show you guys this amazing tournament that is coming up. Actually, it is going to be a Cynical Death edition, because he is always right on top of everything, right? It's a tournament in his honor. Look at that lineup right there, guys. Oh my dear lord. These are all the players that are in the EU region that will be joining. Rainer, Clem, a Laser as well. And these are all the players in the Korean / Asia region right now. You're like, all right, well, Scarlet and Estrella, they're not Korean, are they? Well, no, but they are residing there right now. So anyway, yeah. May 19th. That is in 2 days. Oh, I don't want to edit this. I don't want to edit this. Sorry, Cynical. Group A, right here. TY, Trap, Laser, Estrella. Group B will be following it up on the next day, on May 20th. Zest, Rainer, Cure, Rogue. May 23rd, Innovation, Scarlet, Clem, Zaun. I mean, this tournament hasn't even ended yet, and we're already starting up a next one with about of the same, you know what, caliber of players. Pretty much the same caliber of players. A lot of the same players overall, but a bit of a mixture as well. We didn't just fully go with a Korean roster this time. We have some nice Europeans as well as some, a Chinese player here, of course. And even an NA player as well, and a Canadian player. Alright, so yeah, go check that one out as well, guys. I hope to see you there in 2 days. For now, though, I mean, this tournament continues on Friday. And yeah, we're just gonna have to be patient for that one. Alright, for the conclusion of the second group stage. That will be happening next weekend. Alright? Okay, anyway. That's going to be all the StarCraft then for us today right here. I'm Really Kozan. You can check me out right over there on the Twitch or the Twitters. That's where you will find me. And yeah. Anything else? Am I missing something? I probably should just raid someone now, right? Did I miss everything? Yeah, you missed everything, Ordy. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, buddy. Maybe next time. I told we just gave you all the time, so should be okay next time. Why are you EU guy casting when I mean, I put up an alarm clock, alright? I was looking around the alarm clock and, hey. Figured it out. Alright, anyway. Let me see who we're gonna be hosting here. Any Alpha X's? Any Alpha X's streaming right now? That is me. Who you guys want to see? We got Ro16, that already is at like 1.1k viewers. We have Gemini. He could be a good one as well. M-Cannon streaming right now. Why is he not asleep yet? That's weird. He should be asleep, right? Actually, let me see if there's any other Alpha X's that I haven't followed just yet, and see if I can give them a host, because, you know, that's always nice. That's always nice. Parubi, EU. Okay. Oh, he's German casting, though. Or German streaming. Kawaii. Consider clicking on the stream for 30 seconds. Alright, we'll do M-Cannon, alright? Fuck it. Screw it. Expand our horizons. Alright, let me get that one. Here we go, guys. Rating. M-Cannon. Canning. There we go. Alright, guys. Thank you for watching. He's not an Alpha X. No, he's not. But there's not really any Alpha X's right now doing things. So, that's why. We're just giving it to him. Alright? Maybe he's gonna return the favor one time. Who knows? But, you know what? He's a cool guy. He deserves more viewers, of course. He's a very entertaining streamer. Go say hi, guys. See you next time. Thanks for watching. Cheers. Love you. And bye-bye. Raid.